COVID that was not getting bent.
So I feel like
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, go ahead.
That's cool. It's fine. All right. We'll go ahead and get started. All right, Shalom. So we back out here again. First and foremost, we start this off by giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Wahakadosh Rakah.
okay.
Double honors.
Oh wait, we're going through. Wait,
So double honors to the apostles and the elders at the Great Millstone. We will peace and blessings to the brothers that teach and will take peace and blessings to the faithful elect, those slated to be saved, right, throughout and after the destruction or from the destruction of America, which are the Israelites, who consist of the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians. All right, you men teaching the truth, and you women and children out there that believe, you men, women, and children that believe. All right. So man, yeah, just going into it. Salakia. So yeah, man, you know, another week of more terror. You know what I'm saying? They just released the, well, pretty much the FDA, they just approved, you know, the second vaccine, you see what I'm saying? Second COVID vaccine, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's the Moderna. First one was Pfizer, and this one's the Moderna. And both of them have caused pretty much negative, crazy reactions in people. You know, one woman, she was pretty much, I don't know exactly what she was doing, but I know supposedly some woman had passed out, you know, in the midst of trying to, I guess, relay some message regarding it, you know. But she pretty much was injected with the, you know, the vaccine, and she, you know, she passed out. I'm talking about right on camera, fainted, you know. So, you know, that's a new update with that. And what else? Pretty much, we're getting closer and closer. We're getting closer and closer to January, which is when Joe Biden he goes into office. You see, and we just going into that dark winter. You know, but you know, I don't say less about that. It's just, you know, getting on Esau period, man. Getting on the damn devil period. Let me get Job 27, and just let me know when you get there. You know, we was on the way here, and you just see these people, these damn Edomites, like now. You see what I'm saying? They pretty much try to act like, you know, they're civilized. You know, these people are not civilized, man. Especially the so-called white man. You see what I'm saying? He's not civilized. He assimilated himself with the rest of humanity, if you will. You see, look, humanity. Because he's not a man of hue. You know? Well, his hue is red. You know, he's the only person on earth that lacks the original color of man, right? Which goes back to, you know, so-called black, you know, brown. These are the only people on earth that lacks that. See what I'm saying? Lacks that hue, that brown hue. But pretty much they try to assimilate themselves with the rest of humanity, man. As if they're loving people. And I mean, these people full of crap, man. You know, we could pan the camera around and, you know, let you see it. You know? And we got so many reasons to say this, man. Here it is, you the damn devil. Here it is, you people done did all this damn turmoil and created all this chaos and still creating this chaos. You know, well, and then a lot of you try to say, well, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. But you eating of the pie, man. You see what I'm saying? Let me get that real quick. I think that's Proverbs 16 and 25. I think that's it.
Still got this Joel 27.
Yeah, I know.
16, 25.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You people eating. Go ahead. You people eating hand in hand with the devil.
This Proverbs chapter 16, verse 25.
Right.
There is a way that seemeth
Nope,
right.
that ain't it.
Okay, come.
You know what? You can bring that out. Go ahead.
Come. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 25.
Yeah.
There is a way that seemeth right unto a man,
Yeah.
but the end thereof are the ways of death.
You see? So you people think it's okay. Well, I'm not. I didn't do it, but you're benefiting off, you know what I'm saying, off the crime. You're accessory to the murder. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me get that Jeremiah 50. Look at Jeremiah 50. You see that real quick when you get there. Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50. It's like the 30th, around the 30th verse. That's a new one. We're gonna bring that one out too. Scripture that say pretty much all that I have to see it. It's pretty much all of them that dwell in the midst of Babylon.
It might be around 23. Verse 23. Don't see in Babylon there.
I mean, we got one. I just want the specific one.
Oh yeah. It was mainly so I didn't forget, but then I just did it at the same time.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's it. 37, we're gonna bring that out. That ain't the one I want, but it's cool. Yeah, let me get Jeremiah 50 and oh, thank you. See, that's what she got. See, and that's why the Lord gonna get these people.
I ain't passing that shit. Listen, you was almost there. But now you.
Yep, we're gonna start with 31. We're gonna read through yep. That's it. I mean, he here. It don't matter, bro. 50 and
41.
yeah, time.
This Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 31.
You can hold Joel 27. Joel 27.
Con.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 31.
Yep.
Behold, I am against thee,
Yep.
O thou most proud,
Yeah.
said the Lord.
So the Lord. So the reason why we who's the most proud, man? Hold that, brother. Get Obadiah 1. Get Obadiah 1, and take it from the top. So who's the most proud, man? You know, America, man. The so-called American, so-called white man. He's the most proud, right? Who's you know, depicted as Esau. He's Esau in the Bible, man. You see? So the Lord said, one more time on that, brother.
God. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 31.
Come on.
Behold,
Yep.
I am against thee,
Yep.
O thou most proud.
See, the most proud. Go ahead, brother. Obadiah.
Start from the top.
Yeah.
Come on, it's Obadiah 1 and 1.
Come on.
The vision of Obadiah.
Yep.
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh
Yep.
concerning Edom.
Yep. Watch this. Why is this concerning Edom? He gonna go into why. Come on.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord,
Yep. Come on.
and the ambassador
Yep.
is sent among the heathen.
Come on.
Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Yep. Come on.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Yep. So, because America's hated. You know, Russia is that ambassador. You see what I'm saying? They the ambassador of the heathen, and they're gonna, you know, pretty much gather all the nations. They're gonna prepare. Magog is gonna prepare all the nations against, you know, the daughter of Babylon, and they're gonna, you know, shoot. Pretty much, they're gonna suit up. You know, that's why you hear about the time, you know, the race to nuclear arms. And the most powerful militaries on the planet Earth is Russia and North Korea and China. You know, they try to argue who's the top, but either way, it still come down to them. And guess what? All of those are haters of America. All three of those countries. All right, you got it.
Keep going.
You got it.
All right.
One more time on that verse. Come on.
Come on. Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Yeah, you small. You see, because really, reason why you small, because it ain't nothing you can really do. But that's what makes you proud. You see, matter of fact, hold that. You can drop it, the Obadiah. You got it. Let me get Proverbs 16 and 19. One more time on that, brother, till you get there.
The Obadiah.
Yeah, come on.
Come on. It says Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Yep.
Thou art greatly despised.
Yeah, so the Lord has made you small among the heathen. Why? Because when it comes down to it, you're not going to be on the level that the Lord is going to have these other nations equipped on. You got it?
God.
Come on, brother.
This Proverbs,
Right there, brother. Come on.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 19.
Come on.
Better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud.
16 and, let me see. 18, Salaki.
Come. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18.
Yep.
Pride
Yep.
goeth before destruction.
See? So, one more time of that verse in Obadiah, brother.
Come on. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 2.
Yep.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Jump up a verse.
Come on. Obadiah 1 and 1. The vision of Obadiah.
Uh-huh.
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh
Yep.
concerning Edom.
Yep.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord,
Yep.
and an ambassador is sent among the heathen.
Yep.
Arise ye,
Uh-huh.
and let us rise up against her in battle.
See? So you can't take all those people. You're not gonna be on that level. You're not on that level to do that. Come on, watch this.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
So the Lord, He's not gonna equip you the same way. You see what I'm saying? But yet, you're the most proud. You see what I'm saying? Why? What's gonna make any sense? Why are you the most proud? You got it.
Come. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction.
Because you pretty much have the symptoms of being, you know how they say pretty much before a disease comes, you got the symptoms. You have the disease you have is being destroyed. You have that wound that cannot be healed. You see what I'm saying? So you have a destruction pending in you, right? And the first signs of it is your proudness. You see what I'm saying? Pride goes before destruction, man. So the Lord is against the most proud, which it makes all the sense in the world, because here it is, as I was saying, these people walk around and cause all this trouble, all this chaos, and people, they what do you have to believe in? You see what I'm saying? Like, where is this false sense of hope and pride coming from? It don't make any sense. Because they diseased with destruction. You see what I'm saying? You have a pending destruction. You have a date with destiny, man. You see what I'm saying? You got it, brother. Just a little more on that. That ain't even the point.
It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Yep.
Thou art greatly despised.
You hate it, see? Just like we hate you. Come on. But we're
pri-
not the heathen. Come on.
The pride,
The what?
the pride
See that?
of thine heart
Yep.
hath deceived thee.
You see, so Edom is proud. But they proud even when they're the least among everybody. Why? Because destruction is on the way to this place, man. Destruction is on the way to these people. You know, the men, women, and children of the Edomite nation, who today are calling themselves so-called white people or Caucasians. They're walking around proud. Look at it, you know what I'm saying? Proud. These people done stole, these people done murdered, these people done robbed. You know how much blood we standing on? And these people walk around like they family oriented, man. You're gonna find out how much family oriented people truly aren't once, you know, all chaos truly kicks off in America, man. You see what I'm saying? Because the insurrection is coming. All these seditions, you see what I'm saying? But you pretty much, you got everybody, you know, basically full of crap right now, man. These people, the scriptures have written, these people are monsters. Why? Because that's the, they're gonna cause a monstrous acts. You see what I'm saying, in America. You know, when people walking around smiling and cheesing like this is a game, man. You people written about in the scriptures, man. These scriptures talking about you. You people are monsters. You got to do the most horrendous acts. You people gonna be eating your children. You people gonna be delivering up people that you telling good job to. You see what I'm saying? There they are. These people monsters, man. These people ain't changed. Matter of fact, keep going on that, brother.
Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Yep, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. You see, come on.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Yep, watch this.
Whose habitation is high.
You see whose habitation is high. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
That saith in his heart, his mind, who shall bring me down?
See, he's the most proud.
To the ground.
He's the most proud, man. This dude is the most proud. These are the most proud people in the devil. I mean, that's the most proud people on the earth, man. You know, and they're the damn devil. Why? Because destruction is on the way to this place, man. You go ahead and finish that, brother.
Con.
Yep.
This Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction.
Right.
And a haughty spirit before a fall.
And these people are very hardy. You see what I'm saying? Can we get the word hardy real quick? These people are very hardy, man. You know? And we're gonna be meek. Because I should have just scooted back. Because he wanted to, you know, walk all close to me. You see what I'm saying? That's why the Lord said the meek shall inherit the earth, man. It ain't that time yet, man. I'm not trying to avenge myself. But see, these devils, they try to provoke you and stuff like that. I'm standing here. Don't try to walk where I'm standing. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, I digress, man. You got it, brother.
This is haughty. It says arrogantly superior.
See these people walking around with that spirit on them, man. Arrogantly superior. Because I could have said it, but, you know, let's hear it. Let's actually hear what it, you know, verbatim means. So one more time.
Haughty, arrogantly superior.
Come on.
And disdainful.
See, this person, let's get that word disdainful. So, but really, when you have a disdain, you really hold something that's insignificant. So anything outside of yourself is insignificant. You see what I'm saying? That's what disdain means, man. But pretty much this guy walked past me with a haughty spirit because he just came done from shopping. It's Saturday. He's a so-called white man, and his rulers are telling him, you know, always be proud that, you know, that at least you're American, because at least, you know, you're free. You see what I'm saying? That's he lost in the sauce out here.
I got the definition for this one.
Yeah, kind of. So he walks past with that haughty spirit. Look, this is what you see. All these people are haughty, man. They have an arrogantly superior mentality, man. Because they can just get up and go shopping on a Saturday and yeah, me and the girls are going out. You know, me and the kids. You know what I'm saying? All this crap, man. And it pretty much will promote you to be like that. It's because you cause all this trouble, but nothing has happened to you. see what I'm saying? You think the Lord forgot. You think we're gonna forget the beast-like acts that you committed and still commit secretly. Because you have not been recompensed. But the Lord requires that which is past. And that's why destruction is on his way to this place. You see what I'm saying? Period. And it's showing more and more. You know this place got, you know how cancer works? Cancer goes into death, man. Right? Ultimately, if you can't stop it. And you got different stages of it. But before you get to stages, you got the symptoms. You see what I'm saying? Which is also diagnosed in stages. You see a certain stage. You see what I'm saying? So you see in the stages of cancer. You see the stages of this place dying. Death that's common to this place showing on it more and more. This place inevitably dying is showing more and more on its citizens, on its economy. You see what I'm saying? On its which consists of their entertainment world. You see what I'm saying? Their the grocery stores. You see what I'm saying? The produce, the agriculture. These things are fading away. You see what I'm saying? More and more. Why? Because this place is dying, man. You see what I'm saying? It's at a point of no return, man. You see what I'm saying? You got it? Yeah, you go ahead and finish. Disdain, come on.
It's disdainful. It says showing contempt or lack of respect. And then back to the definition of haughty. Arrogantly superior.
Yeah, so just stay on disdain.
Okay, come on.
You got it. You got it.
Go to 19.
No, disdain. Come on.
It just says disdainful. Showing contempt or lack of respect.
Because we already broke down to you what haughty is. You see what I'm saying? So showing contempt or lack of respect. As I said, is when you look at other things as insignificant. You see what I'm saying? But you don't really, it's beyond that. You don't have any respect for nothing else outside of yourself. You see, so that's why that guy walked past me so close. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, you got all this room over here. You see what I'm saying? We like, look how, if she's standing over here, you guys are bunched up on the wall. You trying to stay out of the way pretty much.
Space.
Especially if you move that back. You see what I'm saying? So why would you feel the need to walk this goddamn close when this brother already got this much foot room and I'm next to him? Why? Because he has a haughty spirit.
I got some sentences.
You see what I'm saying? That's cool. We got the scripture. Go ahead, 16 and 18.
Con. This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18.
Yep.
Pride, select, better.
No, that's it.
Okay, con.
16, 18.
This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18.
Yep.
Pride goeth before destruction.
Yep.
And an haughty spirit before a fall.
You see? So before a person fall, they haughty. So that man, he don't even know he about to fall. He walked past, like, bro, if you don't scoot over, I ain't finna move. I should have moved, though. You see what I'm saying? Why? Let me get Matthew 5.
Oh my
you can
God.
drop that definition, brother. You're fine. Matthew 5 and I believe it's 9. 5 and 9. You see? Yep. You can bring that out. I want me too. Bring that one out first, though.
Con.
That's beautiful.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God.
You see what I'm saying? Yep. You know what I'm saying? No, hold on. So you got, blessed are the peacemakers, man. So that's why I say I should have, you see what I'm saying? Fell back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't step up. I just didn't move back because I was already standing here. So why do I need to move? You see what I'm saying? But see, I'm making peace right now. You see, I'm preaching peace. One more time on that, brother.
Con. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 9.
Yep.
Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God.
Yeah, blessed are the peacemakers. No, you're fine.
You good?
It's all right. 5 and 5. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 5.
Come on.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, fuck these people, man. You see, that's the balance of the spirit right there. You see what I'm saying? Nobody finna keep telling y'all this and that. Just do what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna walk across. You're gonna go behind. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna roll over the car, fall over and die. Go ahead, man. Give a damn. One more time on that, brother.
Con. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 5.
That's right.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
You see? And meek is pretty much, pretty much soft-spoken people, man. You see people that take the low end. You see what I'm saying? Like, all right, you can have it. It ain't that, I don't want it that bad. You see what I'm saying? That's the meek. We ain't out here shooting niggas over Jordans. You see what I'm saying? And trying to drink more blood than Esau. You see what I'm saying? That's being meek. You can have that, bro. I don't want it that bad. You see what I'm saying? Like, the meek would be found in a sense, you can see the dynamic, at least, in Hollywood. You got those that are forced to do certain sacrifices. You see what I'm saying? But they're not actually on the level of the people administrating them. You see what I'm saying? Because they're highly wicked. They like, you do this, because they do far worse. You see what I'm saying? But the reason they telling you to do that because you want this. You want to take over as being the top, whatever actor or actress. You see what I'm saying? You want your TV show to be the #1 of all time. So here, do this sacrifice to get it. Take that over. You see what I'm saying? And people do, but look, those same people, they don't go to distances as those that administrate that out to them. You see what I'm saying? Like, well, you know what? I don't even want it. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do what you guys do. Because I want to actually rule Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? So those will be meek. But those people, they like, nah, I just do the sacrifice just because I just want to be an actor. It sucks I got to do this, but you see what I'm saying? I won't do what you guys ultimately do because I don't want it that bad. Those will be like, that would be a dynamic of being meek. You see what I'm saying?
That's a good example too. In the book of Eli, he was keeping the book from Esau, and once Esau eventually had caught him, that's that he just gave it to him.
Yeah, that's an example of being meek. You know, you got it, baby. That's it. You can drop that. Yeah, you can drop that. You should Proverbs.
Proverbs.
Yeah, you can drop Proverbs.
I got the Job.
Keep Jeremiah. If you want the Jeremiah. You still where you at, brother? Obadiah.
Come
on.
Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 3.
Come on.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Yep, the pride, you see? Come on. That's representing these like this. These people live in these high rises. You see what I'm saying? High condominiums, these skyscrapers downtown. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Whose habitation is high.
They live in the hills in, LA, Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Whose habitation is high. Why? Because in their spirit, in their mind, that's their DNA. They're the proud. You see what I'm saying? That's why so many skyscrapers and so many people have followed the pretty much the city architecture of America. If you look at China, they got downtown skylines just like Americans. You find a skyline in every state of America. Every major city has a skyline. You see what I'm saying? With the skyline consists of high rises. You see what I'm saying? High towers, and a lot of those buildings, those skyscrapers, Esau lives in. You see what I'm saying? You go to New York, you got the 1%. Where do you think they live at? They live in those big, tall buildings, man. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why you see them everywhere else, because this is the place that's being copied and influencing. Keep going, brother. Go ahead, bro.
It says, whose habitation is high.
Yep.
That saith in his heart, in his mind, who shall bring me down to the ground?
See that? The most proud. Come on. Come on.
Though thou exalt thyself.
That's the point.
As the eagle.
Yep. See, because that's another thing that shows. See, everything he do is based around that concept of being high and lifted up.
Right.
Proud. From how he wants to live. You see what I'm saying? His emblems. You see what I'm saying? His different I wouldn't say family crest, but I mean, shit, a lot of their family crest probably got eagles. Because family crest is going into personal things. You see what I'm saying?
No, I would.
He gonna learn his father, inherited lives, man. You got it. You finished that verse, brother?
Not yet, no.
You got it.
It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
See, he exalt himself. The Lord didn't tell him he was high. You see what I'm saying? That man exalted himself. Right? Go ahead, brother.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down,
see, everything
saith the Lord.
Everything he do, see, the Lord gonna bring you down. You doing all that, showing pretty much it's symbolic to you being proud. Why? And obviously the most proud. Look, everything you do is based around the concept of being high, which is AKA proud. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because a fall is coming. You see what I'm saying? That's the alley-oop for a fall. A nigga gotta be high up. A nigga gotta put himself high up to fall. You see what I'm saying? If I'm laying down already, I can't fall. You see what I'm saying? So get low, man. You got it. 14 and
That's like that Kanye song when you say I gotta touch the sky.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, come. 14 and Yep, start 14 and 12. Watch this. Matter of fact, start at 10. That's cool. Matter of fact, 11. That's cool. We'll come back to that.
This Isaiah chapter 14, verse 11.
Yep.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
See, it's brought down, man. That pompousness. You see what I'm saying? Which is pretty much going into all these different terms that you can use: bravado, haughtiness. You see what I'm saying? Pompousness. It's all the same stuff, man. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord, that's that, and then ultimately is what? It's detailing what? Ultimately what about the so-called white man? His proudness, man.
Proudness, the high-mindedness.
Yeah.
They exalt upon themselves.
Exactly. The Lord didn't tell you was high. He didn't say you was above all people. For some reason, you above all people in your mind. You the most proud. Look, but he said he made you the least among all heathen. You see what I'm saying? So you're not even in the stratosphere of the children of Israel, who are the royalty of the earth. Not Queen Elizabeth. She's not an Israelite. You see what I'm saying? You got it.
Go on. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 11.
Yep.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
So this is pretty much the after effect of America being destroyed. You see what I'm saying? And all your citizens that's proud and, you know, in support, you see what I'm saying, of your ideologies. Once they're destroyed, sent back to the spirit world, you know, bodies all across the land. You see what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna go down. So this is that. You're pretty much hearing about the after effect of when America's destroyed, man, by nuclear fire, right? Through race wars. You see what I'm saying? Through the different insurrections and anarchy that's prophesied to happen in this place. You see what I'm saying? We're on the brink of it right now, and people see it. You got it?
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 11.
Yep.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
So without all that happens, right? Your self-esteem is gonna be low. That proudness that so-called white man has is not gonna be, you know, that haughtiness. It's not gonna be there no more. Because everything that allowed you to feel like that will be destroyed. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Psalms 14. Matter of fact, Psalms 10 and 4.
All right.
Go ahead.
Psalms chapter 10 and verse 4.
Yep.
The wicked, through the pride,
Do the what?
through the pride
Come on.
of his countenance,
See? That means pretty much, come on.
will not seek after the Most High.
Because he has everything. If you got everything, that gives the flesh, that gives the carnal side of man less of a reason to believe in God and more of a reason for him to believe he's God. You see what I'm saying? Based off what he got. Look at all this he built.
Right.
Look how he did it and nothing has happened to him yet. So I'll be proud too. I say I'm God too. You see? But the Lord, matter of fact, let me get Psalms 50. Psalms 50. Psalms 50 and start at 16. Off the side.
All right.
Come on.
Psalms chapter 50 and verse 16.
Yep.
But unto the wicked,
Yep.
the Most High saith,
Yep. See the same people. He's addressing this. He got the message to the same person, man. The same spiritual family, if you will, and physical family. Because the wicked is the so-called white man, so-called white people, the Edomites. And all those that partake with them will be, you know, the spiritual wicked. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
But
So-called white men are actually the wicked. Come on.
But unto the wicked the Most High saith,
Yep.
what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Yep.
Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Why? What makes you think you can, you know, profess the Bible after you know, still in America? That's why they want to change all the baseball teams. They about to rename the who's named the Indians? Who is it? What state is that?
Cleveland.
Cleveland Indians. They about to rename them. Why? Because they want people to forget about how he rose to power. What has him proud like this? You see what I'm saying? Come on.
They also the Washington
Redskins.
as well.
They changing all those. So they say. Go ahead.
What hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
You see, why? Why do you think you can do that? Well, because I did all this and you didn't do nothing about it. Creator, Most High. That's why. That's what he thinks. Come on.
Seeing thou hatest instruction.
You see? He like, you don't even actually do nothing. You could hear it is you got people swearing on the Bible, which is a book of instruction, and you don't follow none of the instructions in them. You see what I'm saying? But you using that book as a, you know what I'm saying, a badge of your,
In the name.
yeah. Get out of here, man. A cloak over your proudness, man. Your lies, man. Who you truly are. Come on.
That's the cloak and dagger.
Yep, come on.
It says, seeing thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee.
Come on. Be like you a hypocrite. Come on.
When thou sawest a thief, then thou,
Yep. When thou sawest a thief, come on.
when thou consentest with him.
Come on, read that again, brother.
It says, when thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers.
Because it say, woe to them that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So you reward the wicked. They reward people for walking around being wicked, man. Women for being thoughts. You see what I'm saying? That's in a lot of these countries, these women get put to death, man. You see what I'm saying? It ain't supposed to be no harlots of the children of Israel, man. That's the scriptures tell you that. Well, look, thus proven, the Lord like you hate instruction. Because I clearly wrote this. You are pouring out my daughters. You see what I'm saying? You reward them for being wicked. You see what I'm saying? So when thou seest a thief, thou consentest with him. You see what I'm saying? Jake come to your record label talking about some steal, kill, lie, steal, cheat, adultery, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You like, yeah.
That's all he pushing. You agree?
He like, yeah.
Everybody agrees.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
He consents with that. He consent with that, man. He like, you know what? That's right. This is gonna be the theme of black culture. It's gonna be the theme song for the year for black culture. Steal, kill, murder, rob, steal, kill, cheat, lie. You know what I'm saying? That's all niggas do, man. You got it, bro.
You don't want to be on your camera.
Are you alright?
It's Isaiah chapter 14, verse
No, that brother.
It says, when thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him,
Come on.
and hast been partaker with adulterers.
See that? And been partakers with adulterers. You see? So you involved in all manner of wickedness. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, what you got, brother? You hold Isaiah, hold that Isaiah, and we get Proverbs 1. You get Proverbs chapter 1.
That go back into the definition of black. The actual definition of the word black. Wicked or evil.
Yep. Proverbs 1. 1 and start at 10. Watch this.
It's Proverbs chapter 1, verse 10.
Yep.
My son.
Yep. Okay, so Esau, you want to be a child of the Most High. They come up to us all day like, aren't we all children? Okay, let's hear them.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 10. My son.
Okay, my son. Let's be hypothetical. Come on.
If sinners entice thee.
If who entice thee?
If sinners entice thee.
Man, I got this new song. Man, everybody gonna feel it. I just need y'all support. Could y'all give me 100 million? You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Okay, play the song. Kill, steal, murder, rob, don't you read? You know what I'm saying? One more time.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 10.
And he hit plays on it. Why? Because when thou seest a thief, thou consentest with him. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You put bitter for sweet.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You are a partaker with adulterers. You see what I'm saying? But yet you come up here, and the Lord like, why are you even claiming this book and you don't follow it?
You don't follow none of it.
But yet they come up here, their representatives come up here like, aren't we all children? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
You don't agree.
Yeah, you full of it, man. This scripture proves it. So this is an example of what you people do. So, okay, you a son, so-called white man. You got it?
Con. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 10.
Yep.
My son,
Uh-huh.
if sinners entice thee,
Yep.
consent thou not.
But you consent. You see that?
Push it.
Go watch this. Go ahead.
Con. Verse 11. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood.
You see?
Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause.
That's Jake. That's an album from Jake, man. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Let us swallow them up alive as they grave,
You see? Let us.
as the grave, select,
Let us. Come on.
and whole, as those that go down into the pit.
Yep.
We shall find all precious substance. We
Spit
shall
over there, brother. People got to walk through here.
we shall fill our houses with spoil.
Yeah. You see them? You see what I'm saying? They're like, we can get rich off of this. Everybody hit licks. They want to hear this, man. So you know what he do? He signed off of it and he gives Jacob advancement for $1 million. You see what I'm saying? Or 100,000 or 500,000. You see? So if you were truly a son, the Lord is instructing his son, if sinners entice you,
Consent not.
there you go.
We'll be with that.
But this damn devil, he consent. You got it. One more time on that. Proverbs 50 and 16.
This is Psalm chapter 50, verse 16.
It's locked in Psalms.
Con. But unto the wicked the Most High saith,
Yep.
what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Because you're not a son, actually. Come on.
Seeing thou hatest instruction.
Because he's like, well, and if you were going to deal with it, you won't actually even pick it up. You don't actually follow the instructions. You see what I'm saying? Watch this.
And castest my words behind thee.
So why are you picking it up? Go ahead.
When thou sawest a thief,
Uh-huh.
then thou consentest with him.
Because we literally just read a scripture about how those that, you know, are in connection with him, his sons, you see what I'm saying? His daughters, their instruction, those that pick up this Bible, you see what I'm saying? And declare the Lord's statutes and all this other stuff, right? He just said how they are instructed to not consent if a sinner entices them. You see what I'm saying? You got it. One more time on that.
Mm-hmm. Psalms 15, 18.
Yep.
When thou sawest a thief,
Uh-huh.
then thou consentest with him.
Then who?
When thou
Yep.
sawest a thief,
Uh-huh.
then thou
Yep.
consentest with him.
You see what I'm saying? But he just literally told us don't do that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't, man, you can't make it up. That's all he do is consent with sinners. That's all the so-called white man do, man. How is he not? And we walking around rich off of what you want to give us. You see what I'm saying? He like, nah, you should do this. You know what I'm saying? Huh? He like, nah, you should shake that ass. You know what I'm saying?
You see that all throughout the world and all throughout these movies.
I don't know if y'all remember the Dewey Cox movie. You know what I'm saying? They was in the room. He was like,
no consent.
he was like, you don't want nothing to do with this.
Yep.
And he was like, I think I do. And they brought him into the room. He went on there and consented. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You ain't supposed to consent. But all they do is consent. You know what I'm saying? With sinners, man. This place pushes nothing but adultery, liars, murderers, thieves. You see what I'm saying? This place influences that. The leaders of this place influence that. Why you think Famous Dex, he got money? Cardi B, she got money. Jay-Z, he got money. All these, think of their beginnings. Jay-Z rap about selling crack to his own people 24/7. And then when they being oppressed, he tell them what? We not taking the knee no more. You see what I'm saying?
Don't do so.
And who support him doing that? You see?
At least the so-called people who put him in his place.
Off of, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much adultery, lies, stealing, fornication. Look, excuse me, what's your name? You know what I'm saying? That song about fornication, man. That was probably somebody's wife. He said, before I jump out the window,
What's your name?
he didn't even know that chick, man. That ain't how you deal. But you can be petty with that one. You see what I'm saying? You can be petty with that one.
You would like to.
But Jay-Z, he the weakest example, man. You know what I'm saying? Gucci Mane.
Sorry.
Look how successful Gucci Mane is now. He did a song with Mariah Carey. It was all over the radio. Look, bricks, all white bricks. Just hit a lick. You see what I'm saying? Just hit a lick. What is hitting a lick? That's stealing, man. Those are sinners. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
Matter of fact, let's go into the law real quick. Exodus 20. Somebody heard whole 1 John 3 and 4. First John 3 and 4, and Exodus 6:20, and let's go straight to like the immediate ones. Yep, 13.
Come. This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 13.
Come on.
Thou shalt not kill.
Yep, but no. You got let's think of some rap songs from some big artists that Esau made big. Hell. Now I would say King Von, but he don't even mainstream. You know what I'm saying?
That's that,
All them niggas, man.
Young
Chief Keef,
Thug.
yeah, Young Thug. Lil Wayne. I'm just trying to think of some lyrics. It's been so damn long. All them songs about killing, man.
50 Cent, you murder. I don't believe you. I mean, they got Murder Inc.
Yep, Murder Inc.
Whole label based upon murder. You got Death Row.
Yep.
talking
Look,
about
Death Row.
Another label based upon murder.
Death Row got
Death.
was worth 500 million.
500
They was
million.
worth almost $1 billion. Death Row, which was ran by Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur,
50.
was almost worth $1 billion in the 90s, man. How is that possible? Who's pushing it? The so-called white man. What are they called again? Death Row. You see what I'm saying?
Emotion of death.
Who's usually put on death row? Right? In the prison system.
Hey, Jay.
Killers, man. Killers.
Period.
Killers, man. So that's promoted, man. You got it.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 13.
Next one.
14, verse 13. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Yep. And that's man, we in Juicy J.
Man,
We're gonna keep that PG.
Every song, man.
You keep going to the next one.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 15. Thou shalt not steal.
No, let's hold before. I don't want your man. Well, in fact, see, women,
Oh, that's even worse.
it's the other way around. Because only really, yeah, the man, really only men. Let me see if a woman she commits it by, I mean, brothers know how it goes. You should know how it goes at this point. You see what I'm saying? And if your children watching, you need to move them away. Cause I'm gonna go ahead and say it. So, as I was saying, so the woman, she can only commit adultery based off if she has a man already. You see what I'm saying? If she's married, she can't be touched by nobody but that man. But that man can touch any woman he wants that's not another man's woman. So that's which causes him to commit adultery. So a man, he commits adultery by touching another man's woman, and a woman commits adultery by letting another man besides her man touch her. You see what I'm saying? That's adultery. You see what I'm saying? So that song, like, you know, that song wouldn't be off, man. I don't want your man that yo man keep calling me. Keisha Cole and Missy Elliott. You know what I'm saying? I don't want your man. So you woman, you don't own no damn man. The man own your ass. You see what I'm saying? You can't even. If she can want your man, if she ain't got one, you know what I'm saying? That's facts. You see what I'm saying? But we ain't going that route with it. We going the other route. What's some more songs about adultery, man? You know what I'm saying? That's highly permitted.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yep, Mr. Steal Your Girl. Boyfriend number 2.
All that.
Boyfriend number
Side,
2.
and the side nigga of the year. That's Chris Brown.
In the 90s,
I don't even know what the hell that is.
it was Brandy and Monica. It was The Boy Is Mine.
Yeah, but that's not even adultery again. You see what I'm saying?
Con.
Because it's about, as long as that, if y'all both belong to him, you right. Y'all see how people miseducated, man. You see what I'm saying? That's an empire right there.
Right.
That woman, she there to help you, to make your life easier. You see what I'm saying? You know how much productivity you can get done with that? What you got? Let's go to the next one. But Esau, he promotes all those records, man. And that's how our people coming out of the ghettos. They either gotta. Dave Chappelle said that. He said, man, you better play basketball, jump. He said, do something, nigga.
Something.
He's like, you're doomed. And that's so Esau basically like, when you growing up, all you see is so-called white man like this. You're like, these are your only options. You thinking about when you in high school, like, man, what the fuck I'm finna do? You either finna steal, kill, murder, because that's the only thing that make it in this world.
See.
Let me get Proverbs, Job 9:24. You got it?
This is Job chapter 9 and verse 24.
Yep.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So this is why. This is why it's promoted. Because the wicked are ruling the earth. You got it?
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
And these are the same people that's taking the Lord's, holding the Lord's word in his hand, which is a book of instruction, as a cloak for them actually, over them actually being the wicked. You see what I'm saying? It makes sense. Because the simple believe it every word. You see what I'm saying? The scriptures tell you that. You got it? Come on, brother.
It says, he covered the faces of the judges thereof.
You see, the judges are those that actually are going to enforce this book. You see what I'm saying? The law, the true laws, the statutes and commandments. So how about you, not the so-called white man. You got it?
If not,
Yep.
where and who is he?
Yep. So it's these people that's pretty much had a smear campaign on their own slaves. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Here it is, you wrote the Emancipation Proclamation, and you smeared the same people you set free, but that you also took everything from and stole and mistaught, you see what I'm saying, and consented to do wickedness. You see what I'm saying? That's where you get the term motherfucker from. You see what I'm saying? 'Cause that's what they was making Jake do. You see what I'm saying? Put a bag over their head, and that's how they do it. You got it, brother. This damn devil, man. And these people walking around, these the same people, man. And they walking around like they damn, we so family oriented, and you know, I'm hygiene, I'm groomed, I gotta go get a haircut. Y'all dogs of the earth, man. Matter of fact, get that scripture real quick, brother. The power of the dogs. Give me not to the power of the dog. You got it. It's in Psalms.
It's Exodus chapter 20, verse 15.
Yep.
Thou shalt not steal.
Yep. You see? So what's another one? Steal it. Just hit a lick. Did you already go over that one?
No,
Oh,
because we
sorry,
went back.
kill.
We
Okay,
went back
Con.
to,
Yeah, still. Yeah.
I got it too.
Right. All right, Con. Go ahead, brother.
It says, Psalms chapter 22, verse 20. Deliver my soul from the sword.
Come on.
My darling,
Yep, my darling. From who? From who?
from the power of the dog.
From the power of the dog. You see what I'm saying? And what's the power of the dog, man? Well, one, he got the whole earth in his hands. You see what I'm saying? How you doing? He has, you know, the sword. He has the military. He has the media. He controls the page. The dude, Dr. Ray Hagan, said that. He said, whoever controls the page controls the thinking of the age. You see what I'm saying? And that's a good quote, man. You see? Whoever controls the page controls the thinking of the age. So who's ever writing a dogma, which people are into, because people are into everything else besides the true way, the true knowledge. You see what I'm saying? Hey man, he's controlling those people. So if he's writing that dogma, all type of just madness. You know what I'm saying? Why you should steal. Look, people look, this is how people come up. You got some people who know what they're doing is wrong, so they have this thing they get into called Murphy's Law. You see what I'm saying? Which is you get out what you put in. But that's in the scriptures. So they think since it's not enveloped to them as coming from the Creator himself, that literally holds your life in his hand, Because most people have a inclination for that concept at least.
Right.
Even if they're not Israelite, they're like that's why they all sing that song. He has the whole world. And these people know who, you know what I'm saying? They know what time they on, man. But if they get into dogma, and the dogma they're into is telling them something about Murphy's Law, but it's not put into them as a concept that comes from the Creator who will kill you for doing bad things. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, pretty much you're gonna use that as a way to get around certain things. You're gonna be like, well, if I only get out what I put in. Yeah. There's no fear really there. You look at it like a game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel like you can zero yourself out, neutralize yourself.
Yeah, you could beat certain things. If I didn't really do it like that, I'm not gonna get the ultimate.
Exactly.
That's how that shit had you thinking, man. Because that's the only way you can do with it. Because it's philosophy is a perspective. That's all it is, man. It's vain philosophy. You see what I'm saying? Let me get that real quick. 1 Timothy, you can drop that songs. 1 Timothy 6:20. Then we're gonna go back to where we was at.
1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 20.
Yep.
O Timothy,
Yep.
keep that which is committed to thy trust,
Come on. And that's this instruction. Come on.
avoiding profane and vain babblings,
Come on.
and oppositions of science falsely so called.
Yeah. And this is another one I want too. That ain't the exact one. But pretty much, yeah, man. You just avoid these philosophies. You saying these philosophies of man, man. All right, let's go ahead and go back to the Exodus.
Okay. This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 16.
Yep.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
You see what I'm saying? So you're not supposed to bear false witness against your neighbor. You see what I'm saying? We set them up. You see what I'm saying? So you can get some type. All these things is found in everything that Esau consents on. Look, takers. Let's go to the movies. Because they think, oh, it's just the music. Well, how much does the music influence the society we live in today? And who's responsible for what, peaks on the Billboard charts? So-called white man. Cardi B should not be peaking for any song she has ever did. You see? On the Billboard charts. Juicy J and Rihanna, all I see is signs, all I see is dollar sign. In that same song, Juicy J is pushing to the highest level, man. That song will just forever be in my head because they played it so damn much.
Exactly. Yeah,
that song was like, yeah.
That shit was nuts. We're going back to this.
I'm in the bed, so what? We in the bed, we going hard. That's literally what that nigga said. I'm like, I know this shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga was, you know what I'm saying? Just dead damn demon. And then that group is called 3-6 Mafia. You know what I'm saying? 3-6 Mafia, man. You know? Go ahead, man. That's pretty much it. So, you're supposed to keep all these things. White, what's up, Esau? We ain't hearing none of that being kept, man. So-called white man. Go ahead, go back to that Psalms, brother. That Psalms 50. Yep. And then we're going to go back to the point. This is Jeremiah 51 and Obadiah. But we done with Obadiah. You got it? So the Most High, you an idiot. You're proud. The Most High about to destroy you, man. You create haughty spirits. You create niggas. You create thieves. You consent with thieves, murderers, robbers, adulterers, false accusers, people lying on people. Look, Emmett Till.
Exactly.
The lady came out and revealed that he didn't even whistle at her right before she died. But Emmett Till, not only was he already put to death, but he received no justice. You see what I'm saying? And it was so horrendous to where his mom, she had to do an open casket for him, so people can see exactly what they did and pretty much allowed to not be, condemned. That damn devil's walking around, man. You damn women. You're not the royalty of the earth, man. So-called white women out here with hips. You see what I'm saying? Man, get the hell out of here, man. You used to stick. I ain't gonna make it about any of these, petty things, out loud, man. You see what I'm saying? You assimilate it with what makes sense. You see what I'm saying? And that ain't that, you know.
Sorry.
That's not. Let me get that real quick. Proverbs 14 and 15. Shalom. Shalom.
Come on, I'm there. This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. The simple believe it every word.
So we not just gonna fall because you, yeah, I'm going out with the family today. Y'all probably going back to drink blood later on. You see what I'm saying? Y'all probably got a damn heart in the kitchen at home. You see what I'm saying? Get out of here, man. You gotta come tougher than that, Esau. You ever think they can walk around with their families and they not be the wicked that the Lord is clearly talking about?
Clearly.
You got the track record, man.
Esau be eating deer heart, all kind of hearts and stuff.
You can't get away from those things, man. Go ahead, brother.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15.
That's right.
The simple believe it every word.
Yep.
But the prudent man looketh well to his going.
You see what I'm saying? I look and see where I'm around, man. I look well to my going, my surroundings, the people I'm around, who really who. You see what I'm saying? Let me get 1 John, drop that, brother. Let me get 1 John 4 and 1.
I got that Psalm 50.
Yeah, we're going to go back to that. 1 John 4 and 1. You know? So, I look well to my goings, man. Because, you around, look, the Lord is talking about how it's a wicked dude on the earth. These people oppress and eat people like bread, the Lord says, man. Come on.
This is 1 John chapter 4, verse 1.
Yep.
Beloved,
Yep.
believe not every spirit.
So you can't, because why? You'll be simple. Because the simple believe every word. You see what I'm saying? We don't believe every spirit, man. Come on.
But try the spirits.
Meaning test, put to the test.
But try the spirits.
Which also goes into examine. Come on.
Whether they are of God.
You see what I'm saying? And what's not of God? Those that's opposite of what he said. Which we just went into, which is these instructions, known as laws. You see what I'm saying? So if you ain't actually about these, you see what I'm saying? You know what? Drop that. Let me get John 17, St. Matthew 7 and 13. And then let me get Deuteronomy 32.
32 and
33. 7 and start at 15. Matter of fact, no, let's hit the point. Go to 16 and then jump to 20.
Come on. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 16.
Yep.
Ye shall know them by their fruits.
Just continue all the way through. So you're going to know them by their fruit. You see what I'm saying? So if I wanted to know what tree this is, it doesn't have any fruit on it. So I have to wait to see it bring forth fruit. In other words, works. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord, he compares men unto trees. Hold that real quick. Let me get St. Mark 8:27.
24.
8:24.
This is St. Mark chapter 8, verse 24. It says, and he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking.
So the Lord, he compares men to trees, man. Now go back.
This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 17.
Right.
Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit.
So men, he's talking about men right here. See what I'm saying? So men are compared to trees. So if I want to know what type of tree this was right here, I'll have to wait for it to bring forth fruit. Meaning I'll have to wait for this man to do something or say something to really know what he about. You see what I'm saying? Right? Now, we're talking about so-called white people, right? A root. What does a tree actually come from? A root, right? So men, right, like being likened unto trees, they have roots. So what do they go back to? You got it. Deuteronomy 32 or 33.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse. You want to get the Sodom one?
Let me see real quick.
Okay, I'm saying 32.
Yep, that's it.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 32. Yep. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom, and of the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall.
See, they're vine. A vine is another word for a root, man. You see what I'm saying? Stem, vine, root, same thing. See, so what? Go ahead. What is this root? What trees? Because it's two trees. You see what I'm saying? You got the righteous tree and the wicked tree. You see what I'm saying? So all trees have roots. So let's hear about the roots of, a particular tree, obviously. Go ahead, 32.
Deuteronomy 32 and 32. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom.
For their vine is what?
Is of the vine of Sodom.
So their vine is of the vine of Sodom. So their roots goes back to Sodom and Gomorrah. You see what I'm saying? Meaning their history of actions goes back to the actions that of the people of Sodom and Gomorrah. Come on.
And of the fields of Gomorrah.
You see what I'm saying? Meaning what was going on in the world of Gomorrah. Come on.
Their grapes are grapes of gall.
Okay, so that means everything they bring forth will be no good. You see what I'm saying? Because those are grapes now. Grapes are fruit now. So it works. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you're rooted in wickedness, everything you're going to bring forth
All your fruit.
is going to be gall, poison, no good. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be no good, man. Let me get, I forgot the scripture I was going to get. It's all good. I got another one. Read 31, brother. Bible for sure.
Come. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 31. For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges.
One more time on that, brother.
Deuteronomy 32 and 31. For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges.
And I got something real quick.
That's what you wanted?
Yeah, that's it. Remember?
Right.
Yeah. I got. Huh?
No, I was just saying, I wanted to that rock. And they base.
Let me get this. You got your phone? Oh no.
I got my other one too.
You planning on going inside it?
That's why this shit ain't working. I'm on blue letter. This shit ain't. Yeah, the internet. I'm like, man, I know damn well this shit ain't. So like, one more time on that, brother Salaki.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 31. For their rock is not as our rock.
You see, for their rock is not as our rock, as the brother was saying, going into their base. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna show that in the scriptures real quick. This is
Finish it.
No, one second. Give me the scripture that say the rock must be our healing. Exactly. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Got it.
You see? Yep, that's it. Yep. One more time, brother, you got it.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 31.
Yep.
For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves.
You see what I'm saying? And then now watch this. Go ahead. Continue.
Being judges.
Come on, keep going.
For their vine
See?
is of the vine of Sodom.
So pretty much it's showing you that the root, a rock is symbolic or is in comparison with a vine, which is a root, aka origins, where something goes back to.
The base.
So let's, like the brother said, the base. Go to, you got it. Start at 1.
It's Isaiah chapter 51, verse 1.
Come on.
It says, hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness.
You see? So we're going to go into a different root. So that root, right, these are men, obviously, root going to bring forth, a stem, which pretty much that's a stem, because the root continues up to the stem. You see what I'm saying? And that becomes a tree. So we just came from some roots. You see what I'm saying? Some vines that are said to be rooted in Sodom and Gomorrah, the works of Sodom and Gomorrah. You see what I'm saying? Right? You got it.
Come on. Isaiah chapter 51, verse 1.
Come on.
Hearken to me, ye that follow after unrighteousness. Follow after righteousness.
So that's a tree. Those are men that follow after righteousness. You see what I'm saying? No, those are men that we just read that follow after wickedness. You see what I'm saying? Because the stem follows after the root. You see what I'm saying? And the root was Sodom and Gomorrah. The actions of Sodom and Gomorrah. Come on.
Ye that seek the Lord Yahweh.
So this we going back to a certain root now. So those that follow after righteousness, meaning your roots are roots of righteousness, aka we go back to righteous people, righteous actions, people that had the instructions, right? The Israelites. So one more time, 1:1.
Isaiah chapter 51, verse 1.
Yep.
Hearken to me,
Yep.
ye that follow after righteousness.
Watch this.
Ye that seek the Lord Yahweh,
Come on.
look unto the rock whence ye are hewn.
See that? So there you go, man. So look back to the rock from whence ye are hewn. See, the so-called white man, he comes from, like if you watch a statue, right, be made, it comes from a rock. You see what I'm saying? It comes from the chiseling of a rock. You see what I'm saying? What rock did that simply come from? Because you look at it like it's a statue, but originally it was just a rock. So that statue, that form that you have now seen take place, it goes back simply to a rock. You see what I'm saying? So it's, you know that's another example for it. So look from the what?
Look
To?
so like, look unto Abraham your father.
No. The one you just read, bro.
Okay.
Come on.
So like, look unto the rock whence ye are hewn.
He said, look into the rock whence ye are hewn. You see? Because y'all making a statue, where you came from. Come on.
Into the hole of the pit whence ye are digged.
Keep going.
Look unto Abraham.
That's where you come from. You see, Abraham was called the friend of the Most High, man. He was called a friend of the Most High. Because he had faith, he had righteousness, he had works that goes back to goodness. You see what I'm saying? So that's just going into a deeper level of it. You got it, you go ahead and finish.
Go ahead. Look unto Abraham your father,
Yep.
and unto Sarah
Yep.
that bare you.
You see what I'm saying? Because they had their works, those are our roots. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those are righteous people. How do we know that? Based off their works. You see what I'm saying? So that's you know a tree by its fruit. Let me get that scripture. I gotta get that scripture real quick. One more time with that, brother. You can take it.
This Isaiah chapter 51, verse 1. Hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness. Ye that seek the Lord Yahweh, look unto the rock whence ye are hewn, into the hole of the pit whence ye are digged. Look unto Abraham your father, and unto Sarah that bare you.
Yep.
For I called him alone,
You see?
and blessed him, and increased him.
Wow. This is James 2:23. It says, and the scripture was fulfilled, which said, Abraham believed God, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness. And he was called the friend of God. You see what I'm saying? So how did he believe God? Let's go back to it. This is verse 21. It says, was not Abraham our father? You see what I'm saying? That rock from which we are hewn. You see what I'm saying? It was not Abraham our father justified by works. You see what I'm saying? His fruit. It says, when he offered Isaac his son upon the altar, seest thou, you shall know them by their fruit. You gotta see, not just hear words. Nigga tell you he righteous, you be like, yeah, you okay. You know what I'm saying? You're a righteous man. You know what I'm saying? Nope. He said, seest thou how faith wrought with his works. You see what I'm saying? And by works was faith made perfect. And the scripture was fulfilled, which said Abraham believed God, or the Most High, the Heavenly Father, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness, right? Because Abraham is that rock from which we are hewn, meaning the man which we come back to, so we go back to, who was known for righteous works, and he was called the friend of God. You see then how that by works a man is justified, and not by faith only. You see what I'm saying? And that goes into the whole point. So you don't just, because a man tell you something, you don't just look. The simple believe every word. You can't just say you believe. You see what I'm saying? You shouldn't just believe somebody just because they say something. Their works got to go hand in hand. You see what I'm saying? So you shall know a tree. You got it, Matthew.
I got something.
Matthew 7:16.
Well, I mean, he had it, but you go ahead. You got something else? Go ahead, bro.
24.
Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 24.
Come on.
Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them,
That's it.
I liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock.
Well, yeah. So that goes back to just showing you how, you know what I'm saying, rock is base. That rock goes back to the beginning of something. You see what I'm saying? So that's a good scripture for that. But you got it. Go back to the 7 and 16. What's the last one you read?
Isaiah.
No. I'm talking about Matthew. Slocky. What was the last one you read? Matthew. Just jump to 20. Just jump to 20.
Chapter
You got it,
7
brother. Kapar, you got it. 20. Jump to 20.
Come. This is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 20.
Come on.
Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them.
So there you go. This is the end of it all. You see what I'm saying? You don't just believe every word, man. You see what I'm saying? So you, the prudent man looketh well to his going. So you come out, you see what I'm saying? You looking at your surroundings, you're circumspect. Let me get that real quick. 1 Peter 5 and 8. You circumspect. You see what I'm saying? You understand that you walk in the peril of your overthrow. Why? Because you're around wicked people. If nobody was here, would you really be walking in the peril of your overthrow? No. Would it really be dangerous? You see what I'm saying? No. It's these dang people, man. And it's really the number one person you need to watch out for is the damn devil. The one that got everything set up to consent your flesh to do wickedness. Because your flesh already wicked. And here you are with all these commercials and advertisements and so-called liberated damn women who are just whores. You see what I'm saying? Enticing men. You see what I'm saying? Men that's already twisted in the head. Why would you be freeing the damn nipple? You can't, this world is too far gone. You can't free the nipple. You know what I'm saying? This world is sick, man. You got dudes twisted in their head. Men that has been rejected by a woman all their life, waiting to get their hands on a woman, and you want to free the nipple. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna go down out here, man. You got it, brother.
This is 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober.
Where you at?
Be sober. Be vigilant.
Huh?
Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
One more time on that, brother.
1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober. Be vigilant. Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about.
So be sober and be vigilant, man. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to have a militant mind, man. You see what I'm saying? Seeing all your surroundings, surveying the place. Because how would you be in a war? You see what I'm saying? Are you just going to be stepping on everything? You literally walking in the peril of your overthrow then. Why? Because you got enemies out here. You got people that lay wait for you. So you got minds they have set. Different booby traps. You see what I'm saying? You might walk, it might look like that solid pavement, and it could be a damn, you know what I'm saying, a booby trap, man. You fall straight in the damn sewer. You see what I'm saying? So this is, the Lord just wants you on a mindset in connection with with the type of people that you have been, you know, enlightened on that exist around you. You see what I'm saying? You should be in a mindset in regards to the type of people you are around, man. So if I'm around a bunch of killers and thieves, you probably need to hold your, you know what I'm saying, hold your stuff close. You see what I'm saying? If I'm around people who want to call the police and act like you in prison and they haughty, I got to do the work of the Lord, so I'm going to get out the way. I'm going to do it in a way to where I'm in the midst of the people, but I'm out the way. I'm cutting off as much provision for the flesh as possible. You see what I'm saying? I'm making no provision for Satan. You see what I'm saying? I'm not giving him any opportunity, because I'm being circumspect. I'm being vigilant. I understand this is a war. You know what I'm saying? And I understand who counts in this. You see what I'm saying? So that don't mean be bugged out. I ain't worried about no damn baby. Well, the baby might. You see what I'm saying? Man, hell, you know, I'm ranking everything. I'm prioritizing everything. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't underestimate nothing worth estimating. It just needs to get properly put in this order. It's concern, on the level of concern. You see what I'm saying? What you got it, brother? Whoever is reading that.
Con. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8.
I say we're done with that.
Okay, con, sure.
Yeah. All right. So, was you still holding anything, brother?
Con, I had the Psalms 50, 16.
All right, let's go back there. That's it.
That's like that Job too.
Yeah, Con, that too. Go back. You got it.
Con. This is Psalms chapter 50 and verse 16.
Yep.
For unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Come on.
Seeing thou hatest instruction,
Come on.
and castest my words behind thee.
Come on.
When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him,
Yep.
and hast been partakers with adulterers.
What we just proved. Come on. Come on.
Thou givest thy mouth to evil,
See, you give your mouth to evil, man. Come on.
and thy tongue frameth deceit.
And your tongue framing deceit. So these commercials, which is really just to keep people in their flesh and carnal and keep the Israelites in sin, you cloak it as a commercial, an innocent commercial, a joke. But it's clearly is an indirect message to sin. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes he'll be direct, but in this particular scripture, it's saying that the devil, his tongue frameth deceit. So he cloaked his true message. You know what I'm saying? He subtweet. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do. He ain't direct, man. Which makes him the devil. You see what I'm saying? And look, these are saints. The Lord gonna kill them though. Look, these are saints, man. Get a good look at them. Those are the Israelites, man. You will never learn enough, man. Them the Israelites, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna realize these things more and more, man. You know? You gotta remember that. You didn't even just know who the hell you was. You gotta constantly remind yourself of this, man. You know? They not considered Israelites right now, but those are still the people. Those are the Israelites. Those are the shell of the Israelites, man, if you will. You know what I'm saying? They damn Edomites walking around in the Israelite shell. Well, you know, they probably finna go.
God, I love this world.
Yeah, exactly. Bug the hell out, man. You got it.
Let's be America. Psalms chapter 50, verse 18. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consented. So like, no, verse 19. It says, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
As we said earlier, as I said about the spirit, you know what I'm saying earlier. The so-called white man, like, well, what allows me to walk around like this and actually pick up the Bible on top of that, just to cloak, you know what I'm saying, in people's mind who I truly am, you know what I'm saying, and don't make it so obvious, you know what I'm saying, because I mean, this is even throwing me off too that I done got this far, and nothing has been done. That's confirmed right there. He said what? One time on that?
God.
Mm-hmm.
Psalms 50 and 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
So the Lord did keep silence. He didn't say nothing. You see what I'm saying? He did let you. That's why he's just going on. Why? Because he wanted you to be proud. He wanted to see how proud you would get. You was allotted a level of, you was allotted on the meter a certain, altitude to go to hit. And it's beyond shit the meter. The nigga broke Esau about to break the meter, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got it.
It says,
that was appointed to him. And then that's what? The ultimate, most proud.
Exactly.
What you gonna go back to? He's the most proud. No one's ever broke the meter. He broke the Richter scale, man. Come on.
Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself.
To the point, you so damn proud. You put down how the scriptures clearly told you how the Most High looks and how his son looks, which is like the so-called black man, so-called Negro. And you so proud because you done got away with so much, and the Lord just confirmed he kept silent. To the point it would allow you to think he like you. To the point you really go on and believe that, man. You know what I'm saying? To where you paint so-called Jesus Christ as a so-called white man. And the Bible say he got white woolly hair, man. Burnt brass feet, man. Brass is a derivative of brown. And it's burnt, so he's dark brown, man. But so-called, it's so-called, you got Cesare Borgia every damn word, man. And thou sawest a thief and thou consentest. So all the rest of the Edomites went along with it, because, you know, Rodrigo Borgia set that up, man. With the damn homo Leonardo da Vinci, man. You know what I'm saying? He set all that crap up, man. And the rest of these people consented. The rest of these Edomites consented, because it's all in their all of their DNA. They're gonna consent with it. And then the Lord gonna have a balance to where you're gonna have some that's gonna acknowledge that we're liars. That's not true. He's clearly not a white man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's clear. Dude telling us that down the street. He's like, well, it's obvious he's not the Israelite telling white. You know what I'm saying? Like us. Yeah. You got it, brother.
Psalm chapter 50 and verse 21.
Come on.
These things hast thou done.
Woo.
And I kept silence.
Yep. The Lord kept silence, man. Come on.
Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself.
You got the Lord twisted. Lord Esau basically got the game effed up. Come on.
But I will reprove thee.
So-called white man got the game effed up. The Lord's gonna reprove you, man. Why? Because you actually became the most proud in the process of this. You see what I'm saying? The actuality of this. That's what the Lord is saying. You actually became proud enough to think it's whatever, do as thou will, basically. As he said, man. You became proud enough to really believe that, man.
That's his calculated answer.
And then,
that one.
and then, you know, no, you good. And then you got the destruction. So why? That's gonna bring destruction. Pride go up before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. You see, insignificant, meaning arrogantly superior. No one else. It's impossible for the Most High to look like anything else. And he holding the scriptures and reading them. It's impossible. He looks like me. I'm the most superior thing.
That's not real.
Have you seen what I've done? Have you seen what I did to these people? Have you seen how many lands I've taken?
Look at my kingdom.
I am God.
You know what I'm saying? So it's you know, it's just that simple, man. So the Lord said he's gonna reprove you, meaning destruction is on the way to you. You see that? Because you're the most proud. You go ahead and finish that verse, brother. And then you got it.
Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee, and set them in order before thine eyes.
And set them in order. He's putting us in order right before his eyes. Right? The Lord is making the judges of the earth be uncovered now. You see what I'm saying? That the wicked, well, Esau, the so-called white man, covered up and tried to put in the smear campaign. You see what I'm saying? Because you paint one nigga bad. If I look like him, obviously, and they look, that's a nigga that they just painted bad, I'm bad too. So that's why when you go everywhere, it's all eyes on you. Because Esau took one, all he got to do is take a few niggas and smear them. He didn't have to get exactly you. He did get you. You said, love thy brother as thyself. See that? You get one, you get all, man. So everywhere you go, it's this this aura around you, this stigma on you that the so-called white man placed. And that's really covering up who you truly are with something else. And that's that stigma he put on you. You see? So you got it. And that's some proud shit, man. When he actually knew who you were the whole time. His brother that you hate. He know what rock you come from. He was whooping our ass. Don't you think? He knew the scriptures. He knew who you went and got. Don't you think he was thinking about who your ancestors were? Like your origins, where you actually come from? Like these niggas too strong. You know what I'm saying? They too resilient. They too spiritual. Women just break out singing and it sound angelic. The men, you know what I'm saying? Way down in Jordan, was John baptized me. You know what I'm saying? This out of nowhere. All of them. They just come with these hymns out of nowhere. And it's so spiritual because I got a book called Psalms in my possession that I truly shouldn't possess and be, you see what I'm saying? And what is another word for Psalms? What does Psalms mean? Songs. How people just come up with songs on the spot. Hymns, psalms and hymns. That's all the Psalms is. They're a bunch of songs. A lot of them are songs. You got 14 and no, started Isaiah. Isaiah 14 and 11. Yep.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave,
Yep.
and the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Yep. So and it's all happening spiritual. Everything happens in the spirit first. So the Lord he's bringing the pomp down spiritually. How? With the word first. You see what I'm saying? We sitting out here pretty much wrecking shop on the so-called white man's whole proud mentality, and it's unrefutable. It's not, you can't refute it, man. You see that? So that pride, that pomp has been brought down. The Lord needs to make you aware of it first. You see what I'm saying? He always make it aware. He makes the nations aware of it real quick. Matter of fact, let me get Jeremiah 25 and 15. He's gonna make you aware of it first. That's how the Lord get down. In words. Because he said, I believe, therefore have I spoken. But look, what goes with believing works. So it starts, words are likened unto believing. You see what I'm saying? And then what are the words? Let me get John 6 and 63. You see what I'm saying? You go ahead, brother. 25, 15. Come on.
This is Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 15. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, power of Israel, unto...
Start at 13. Watch this.
Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 13. And I will bring upon that land all my words.
All his what?
All my words.
See, it starts in the word. And what is these words? John 6 and 63.
This is John chapter 6 and verse 63.
Yep.
It is the spirit that quickeneth.
Yep.
The flesh profiteth nothing.
Come on.
The words that
the words, come on,
that I
come on.
speak unto you,
Yep.
they are spirit.
They are spirit, so these words are spirit. Come on.
They are life.
And they are life. You see what I'm saying? So these words are spirit. You see? So one more time, brother.
Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 13.
Yep.
And I will bring upon that land all my words.
All his what?
All my words.
So it's going to start in the spirit first. Meaning, men going to tell you first. So thy prompt has been brought down. How? Because the Lord is going to tell you in the spirit, you proud, and you really ain't nothing. By who? His men. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. That he have set up, his prophets, the Israelites. Come on.
And I will bring upon that land all my words which I have pronounced against it.
You see? Come on.
Even all that is written in this book.
See that? Go ahead.
Which Jeremiah hath prophesied.
With who?
Which Jeremiah hath prophesied.
You see? One of his men. See that? Come on.
Against all the nations.
And then it happens. So it starts. What goes with works? Belief. How do you believe? You see what I'm saying? You say it. You simply believe every word, but that's it though. You see what I'm saying? They don't believe every word and they don't believe every word and works. They just believe every word. You see what I'm saying? So it starts with the words first, man. Thus showing it being true. Let me get hold that. Let me get 2 Thessalonians 2 and start at 13. You go past it.
Yeah. This 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 13. But we are bound to give thanks always to the Most High for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord.
Beloved of God. Come on.
Because God hath, because God
The Most High. Come on.
hath from the beginning chosen you to salvation
Watch this. Come on.
through sanctification
Come on.
of the Spirit
Of the Spirit. Come on.
and belief of the truth.
And what?
Belief of the truth.
And what's the belief of the truth? The words. You see what I'm saying? And you confessing. That's why scripture say, I have believed. Let me get that real quick. I have believed, therefore have I spoken. You see what I'm saying? And what gets put with believing? The works. As we just read in James 2. You see what I'm saying? So it all starts with the words first, which are spirit. AKA, it all starts in the spirit first. So the Lord is bringing a pop down in this place, man. You got to start with him being told first, because that's how the Lord does it. You got it? Come on.
This is Psalms chapter 116 and verse 10.
Yep.
I believed,
Yep.
therefore have I spoken.
I believe, therefore I spoken. You see? So that's the first part of it. You see what I'm saying? That's it. Let me get I forget what it is off the top of my head. Laborers together. Let's put laborers together. Come on.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 9.
Yep.
For we are laborers together with the Most High.
Start at Apollo's water. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. Come on. Yep.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 6.
Yep.
I have planted,
Yep. I have planted. Come on.
Apollos watered,
Yep.
but the Most High gave the increase.
You see, so you do the first part. You got one part of it, and then the Lord does the work, the rest. He brings it forth. You plant the seed, aka the word. You see what I'm saying? And then the Lord brings forth what the word is alludes to. You see what I'm saying? What the word consists of. So if I tell you going into slavery, because it's written, because I believe that, so therefore I speak it, you see what I'm saying? That's me dropping that seed on you, and then the Lord brings the increase. You see what I'm saying? The Lord brings the increase, meaning he brings the seed forth. He brings forth what that seed consists of. You see what I'm saying? And that's these people going into an agonizing this spell of pompousness, of haughtiness. You see what I'm saying? With a chain on their damn neck. The Lord brings that forth. You see? But you tell them simply they're going into slavery first for all that you ever done. So you drop that word on them. And he brings forth that seed. He brings forth what that seed consists of, which is these people actually going into slavery physically. You see what I'm saying? It's happening, man. It's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? It all happens in the spirit first, though.
Keep going.
Yeah, you go ahead. Get to the point.
So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither is he that watereth,
See that? Come on.
but the Most High that giveth the increase.
Yep, because pretty much the watering part is keeping the faith. You see what I'm saying? It's keeping it refreshed. So we that's why we keep coming out here. To keep it fresh in you people's mind, you so-called white people going into slavery, according to the Bible. And I can't wait, man. You got it?
Con.
Matter of fact, hold that. Let me get Revelation 13 and 10. I can't wait. That's by the Spirit. We come right back to that. Come on.
This Revelation chapter 13, verse 10.
Come on.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Regardless if you believe it or not. But this is how we know this. He that leadeth the captivity shall go into captivity. So if you took a people into slavery, you got to go into slavery. So-called white man took us into slavery and he hasn't been recompensed. Likewise, justly, meaning put in slavery his damn self. You see what I'm saying? So as I said, I can't wait for that because that's what's written. One more time.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 10.
Yep.
He that leadeth into captivity
Yep.
shall go into captivity.
Yep. Watch this.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
You see?
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So I'm waiting on that. As I said, I can't wait. The true saints, who are the Israelites, right, who were brought into slavery, wouldn't they be waiting on that? You see what I'm saying? Wouldn't they be waiting on the people that put them in slavery to go into slavery? Yes, they would, because they're the saints. That's why I said, here are the patience and faith of the saints.
Right.
We waiting on that, man. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait. That's what's happening to America. You people getting ready to go into slavery. To your true kings and rulers, the ones that the Lord truly exalted. He didn't exalt the so-called white man. The so-called white man exalted himself. He's the most proud. You got it. So it's going to happen if you believe it or not. So, and look, it's happening already in the spirit. Because I'm telling you these words, and it's probably occurring in your imagination. It's probably occurring in your conscience. You see what I'm saying? It's eating away at your conscience, your consideration. Come on. James, Corinthians, come on.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 8.
Yep.
Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one.
Yep. So we doing the first part. Come on. So that means we drop the word on you, and then we continue it on you. You see what I'm saying? And keep it fresh in your mind.
Right.
Come on.
And every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor.
Come on.
For we're
doing real work right now. But just the first part of it. Come on.
For we are laborers together with the Most High.
We are laborers together with the Most High. Meaning we got our part and he got his part. You see, I believe, therefore have I spoken. I believe what the Lord said is going to happen, to really is going to go on and happen. So I'm going to say it. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
Just a little more on that?
A little bit. It says, ye are the Most High's husbandry.
Yep.
Ye are the Most High's building.
You see? So there you go. So go back to what was this at? Yep. 25
Way to walk in front.
You're right. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 13.
Yep.
And I will bring upon that land
Yep.
all my words,
Yep.
which I have pronounced against it,
Yep.
even all that is written in this book,
All. See that? The Lord's going to bring forth everything, man. Come on.
which Jeremiah hath prophesied
Yep.
against all the nations.
Yep. Just like we're doing now, man. You see what I'm saying? Because it don't stop, man. Let me get 1 Corinthians 14 and 34. You see what I'm saying? So it all happens in the spirit first, man.
Okay.
And the Lord, he doesn't change. Let me also get that. Malachi 3 and 6. Micah 3 and 6. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 33.
Yep.
For the Most High is not the author of confusion.
So the Most High is not the 37. Spirit of the prophets.
Come
Oh, right there.
1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 37. If any man think himself to be a prophet
Yep.
or spiritual,
Yep.
let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments of the Lord.
The spirit of the prophets. 34. Salaki. Spirit of the prophets. First Corinthians 14, it should be 34.
1 Corinthians 13:34.
Yeah.
I don't think it goes to.
No, I do.
It's 32.
32. Go ahead.
It says 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 32.
Come on.
It says, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the
So
prophets.
the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets, man. So it ain't just with Jeremiah. It's anybody doing the work of a prophet to understand that has a lot of a prophet. You see what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and go back to that. So, what you just
Let me
saying?
grab the Malachi real quick.
Yeah, you got it.
This is Malachi chapter 3, verse 6.
Yep.
For I am the Lord Yahweh.
Right.
I change not.
And the Most High don't change. You see what I'm saying? So he gonna keep doing it. It's a sustained process. Before the words get dropped, the seed, it gets watered, and then he does by the prophets, and he brings forth his part. You see? Come on? Which is actually physically having it manifest. The words in which, the prophets speak. You're fine. Go ahead.
Back to Jeremiah.
Yep.
Come
Come on.
Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 14.
Yeah, these people just need to go into slavery, man. Come
For
on.
many nations
Yep.
and great kings.
No. 13. 13 and then go to 15.
Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 13. And I will bring upon that land all my words which I have pronounced against it.
So it's gonna be the same thing, because the Lord, He's matter of fact, let me get Ecclesiastes. 3 and 14, I believe it is. It might be 3 and 10.
Fine.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 14. I know that whatsoever the Most High doeth, it shall be forever.
See, that's beautiful. So however he get down, he gonna keep getting down like that, man. You see what I'm saying? But let me finish. Yeah, you got it.
Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it.
Yeah.
And the Most High doeth it, that men should fear it before him.
It's verse 15. That's what I wanted. But that's good. Keep going.
Fine. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been.
See, come on. So
And the Most
same
High
things that's going on now are, they was going on back in the ancient times. Come on.
Fine.
And the what?
And that which is to be hath already been.
Come on.
And the Most High requireth that which is past.
You see what I'm saying? So he requires that which is past. So all the stuff you people were doing that you want recompense back for, that's got to be brought to judgment day for you. You see what I'm saying? And then the same way that the Lord had pretty much the process of before he brings how he brings forth his destruction, he's going to need it to still be that same way in order for him to keep doing what he's always done. You see what I'm saying? So if the Lord has been destroying these nations, they're going to have to go down the same way in which they went down. Men telling you they're going to go down first, dropping that word on you, you know what I'm saying, laboring together with the Most High, and then him doing his part, which is actually bringing it to pass. You see what I'm saying? And that's how it goes down.
Malachi 3 and 6.
That's right.
For I am the Lord, Yahweh.
Yep.
I change not.
That's beautiful. See that? You don't change, man. You got it, brother. Go ahead and jump to 15. We're going to go ahead and get up out of here.
Come on, this is Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 15.
Yep.
For thus saith the Lord Yahweh,
Yep.
God of Israel, the power of Israel, unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee
Yep.
to drink it.
And the wine is ultimately going into pretty much the will of the Father, the influence of the Father, the control of the Father. You see what I'm saying? Because the scriptures tell you that, let me get Hosea 4 and 11. Hosea 4 and 11. The scriptures tell you that, wine is a mocker, a strong drink is raging. Come on. And it also tell you this. Come on.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 11.
Yep.
Whoredom and wine.
See, whoredom and wine. Come on.
And new wine take away.
No, it's whoredom. You got it one more time. That's right. That's right. Yep.
Fine. Whoredom and wine.
Yep. Whoredom and wine. Come on.
And new wine
Come on.
take away the heart.
See, there you go. You see what I'm saying? Because pretty much those are things that influence you. You see what I'm saying? That control you. Whoredom, wine, and new wine. You see what I'm saying? And control you. It's like when a nigga get a new game. You see what I'm saying? He all night. He was just hooping in the driveway. You see what I'm saying? Nigga in the room all for the next
month.
Yeah, for the next month. New wine take away the mind. So whoredom, a woman, or things you into that can throw you off.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That can entice you.
That overconsumption.
Wine, those are all things. The new wine are all things. It's just simply the wine that goes into the control and influence. So the Lord said, one more time on it, Jeremiah 25 and 15.
Come on. This is Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 15.
Yep.
For thus saith the Lord Yahweh,
Yep.
the power of Israel
Yep.
unto me.
Yep.
Take the wine cup of this fury
Yep.
at my hand,
Yep.
and cause all the nations.
So meaning take the influence, you see what I'm saying? The enticement, the control, you see what I'm saying? Ultimately to control, come on.
Of this fury at my hand,
Yep.
and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it.
You see that? So to receive it, so they can be influenced about it. Because if I'm telling you, what's a part of the Lord's wine? If the wine is made to influence and control and entice, the ingredients a part of that wine is instructions on how if you're an Israelite, you need to arise and depart. So if I cause you to drink that, you're going to arise and depart. You see what I'm saying? And it's going to bring forth everything else the wine will bring forth. You see what I'm saying? And ultimately the wine is going into ultimately these words. You see what I'm saying? Let's get one more of that. Let's get Acts 2. Acts 2 and jump to 11, I believe. Matter of fact, you start at the top. 2 and Start at 5.
This is Acts chapter 2, verse 5.
Come on.
And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews,
Now we're dwelling at Jerusalem Jews. Okay, so we got a situation. Come on.
devout men,
Events that happened, an account of our ancestors. Devout men, come on.
out of every nation under heaven.
Men that was about the Lord, come on.
Now, when this was noised
And
abroad,
thus showing you they were everywhere. You see what I'm saying? Now how the hell that happened? You see what I'm saying? Curse happened. Come on.
time. Now, when this was noised abroad,
Yep.
the multitude came together and were confounded,
You see what I'm saying?
because that
Because why? Not because they came together, but because what?
every man heard them speak in his own language,
You see, because you had Jews from every nation. So you had, it's gonna tell you. Go ahead.
and they were all amazed and marveled.
So they all spoke different languages because they were from different places. You see, but they were all actually Israelites. You see what I'm saying? But they were all about, they all had an inkling for the Most High and were about the Most High because why? They were Israelites. They was just from different places due to the curses that had took place. So at this moment they got back together. Come on.
And they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another,
Mhm.
Behold, are not all these which speak Galileans?
You see? So Mars from Greece. Come on. Well, from Jerusalem. No. Salaki. Go ahead.
And how hear we every man in our own tongue,
Keep going.
where we were born,
We're gonna give you more places. Come on.
Parthians and Medes and Elamites,
So you got men from the region of Elam. You got men that were from Persia, Israelites that were from Persia. You know, Iran, if you do, I wouldn't say Iran, but men that were from Persia. Go ahead.
right, and the dwellers in Mesopotamia,
Mesopotamia, Babylon, you see
And-
what I'm saying? Which is all in the east. You see what I'm saying? Because really it's all in one damn region.
Right.
Because Mesopotamia is pretty much the Fertile Crescent. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
and in Judea and Cappadocia,
So you have men that were from Israel still. You see what I'm saying? And they were from where?
Cappadocia,
Keep going.
and Pontus,
In Pontus.
and Asia,
You see? And you have men that were from the upper east, far east region. You see what I'm saying? Northeast region. Because that's Asia. Because Asia is above Israel. You see what I'm saying? To the right. That whole. So you had Israelites that's from everywhere, man. You see what I'm saying? You got it. Keep going.
Phrygia, and Pamphylia,
Yep.
and Egypt,
You got Israelites that was from Egypt. Because some of them survived or moved back after the destruction that was written when the Jews moved back to Egypt. But not by ship. They walked. You see what I'm saying? Never needed a ship to go to Egypt. It's right there. Go ahead.
and in the parts of Libya about Cyrene,
Libya, that's Africa. That's Egypt. Not Egypt, but it's Africa. So-called today. The land of Ham. Come on.
and strangers of Rome,
And strangers of Rome. So you have Italians, so-called. You see what I'm saying? Israelites from Italy. Come on.
Jews and proselytes,
Yep.
Greeks and Arabians.
Yep.
We
You have men from the Arabian, which is pretty much east of, like right next door to Israel, Arabia, Salakia, Sudan. Come on.
we do hear them speak in our tongues.
So they all spoke the languages of those places, because that's the places they were scattered to. But let's get to the point, because it's gonna tell you what what we're going into. Go ahead.
We do hear them speak in our tongues the wonderful works of the Most High.
Now, see, they was talking about pretty much the history of the Most High in their own language, but they all understood it. So they like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Because the Lord, he had it, you got it. It's gonna tell you.
And they were all amazed and were in doubt, saying one to another,
Because they like, how is this possible?
What
I
meaneth
can't.
this?
If you speak Spanish and I speak Patois, and that's it, and that's all you speak, how am I gonna understand clearly what you're saying? As if I speak Spanish and if you speak Patois, you got it. That's what happened. Go ahead.
Others mocking said, These men are full of new wine.
You see what I'm saying? So they like, these niggas drunk. You know what I'm saying? They like, how the, you know what I'm saying? They like, hey, what's controlling them? You see what I'm saying? To be able to do this. Because that's showing you that's what wine do. But what is it ultimately? Go ahead.
But Peter, standing up with the 11, lifted up his voice
Peter knew what was going on, obviously.
and
You see what I'm
said,
saying? These are Israelites that just had inklings, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But this is Peter. He's one of the 12. You You see what I'm saying? You got it.
lifted up his voice and said unto them,
Yep.
Ye men of Judea, and all ye that dwell in Jerusalem, be this known unto you, and hearken to my words. For these are not drunken.
He said they ain't drunk, man. They thought it was some wine that did it. Some new wine. Go ahead.
For these are not drunken, as ye suppose, seeing it is but the third hour of the day.
Yep. See, it's the third hour of the day. So they like, it's impossible. It's too early for one to be drunk. Go ahead.
But this is that which was spoken by the prophet Joel.
See it? Watch this.
And it shall come to pass,
And what was spoken by, what did he speak? Words. So watch this.
and it shall come to pass in the last days,
Yep.
saith the Most High,
Come on.
I will pour out my spirit,
His what?
out my spirit,
That's it. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead and finish that verse. He's going to pour out his what?
pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy,
Come on.
and your young man shall see visions,
Yep.
and your old man shall dream dreams.
Now go back to 25.
Okay.
Come on.
Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 15.
Yep.
For thus saith the Lord, the power of Israel unto me,
Yep.
take the wine cup
Uh-huh.
of this fury at my hand,
Yep.
and cause the nations to whom I send thee to drink it.
The words, the Holy Spirit. You see what I'm saying? The Spirit. And what is the Spirit? The words. You see what I'm saying? So all he was doing was pouring out the words. He said, these are the words in which what's happening right now, y'all, these are the words that Joel prophesied of. These are the words that Joel spoke, the holy words that Joel spoke. You see what I'm saying? So that's all the Lord means when he said, cause these nations to drink the wine. You see what I'm saying? Cause them to drink the Spirit. In other words, the words. What I said, my will. You see what I'm saying? So that clearly proves it. So the wine, that's what it is, man. It's just the words, or the Spirit, if you will, which is ultimately the words. Because if you say that, now you gotta, okay, what's that? You see what I'm saying? Because people don't know what the Spirit is. You got it. That's it. Let's go ahead and go back to Isaiah 14.
So I still got that Job 27.
Yeah, okay. And Jeremiah 51.
Isaiah.
Yep.
It's Isaiah chapter 14, verse 11.
Come on.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
So it's happening in the Spirit first. You see that? This is it. It's happening right now. Look, people, you're not as confident when you see us. You see what I'm saying? You're not as confident after you come up to us and leave. Because you're going to get told, you're going to get brought down to earth. You see what I'm saying?
Just say your pride will be low.
About regarding something heavenly. Something you ain't going to be able to stop. You're basically telling you effed. And there's nothing you can do about it. You see what I'm saying?
That's what the Lord said.
So now you ain't gonna go get in that Porsche the same way
Exactly.
when you leave. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't gonna rev up the same way. It ain't gonna feel.
Yeah, welcome.
No, they gonna sit in that car like this, look, they finna.
Yeah, exactly.
Mellis, or what's the.
Damn it. That's basically what they go. That's how you gonna be in the
Melancholy,
spirit.
that's the word I'm looking for.
Even if you don't physically go on, that's why we gonna keep coming out. You know what I'm saying? Until you get it, and then until it happens. Really ain't even until it happens, because the Lord gonna stop us from coming out here before it happens. He gonna have us put up, and then it's gonna be like a dead silence. They ain't gonna see the prophets or nothing no more. They gonna be like,
Where are they?
and then all hell gonna break loose.
Let me get Jeremiah 25 and 16.
We're gonna be somewhere with some hot chocolate. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Reading the scriptures. You know what I'm saying?
There's a laughing room. Come.
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah 25 and 16. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad.
Yep, they're gonna be mad, man. See? They're gonna be, because they brought down. You just cut their pride, man. You just told a nigga his world is a lie. You know what I'm saying? You told a nigga his 401k don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And he like, damn, that make all the sense in the world, but dang, you know what I'm saying?
I have to
Thinking
believe
on
that.
that.
Your wife going into slavery. You see what I'm saying? You going into slavery. Your children going into slavery. Which one you gonna go into? You got it.
Come on. This Isaiah chapter 14, verse 11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
You ran into the words of the Lord. You see, because if his words is ultimately about bringing you down, They got to bring you down first mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to hear about it. He ain't going to just do it. He always tell you about it first. He's like, yo, check it out. That's why he be like, behold. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
In the noise of thy bowels, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Come on.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
You see, the worms cover thee, because pretty much that's going into rot. Your roots are rotting away. Because really, when a tree is dying, or a planet, which is a plant, when a plant is dying, it's infected. It's rotten. And most of the time, when it's rotten, it got bugs. You see what I'm saying? It's like when a corpse is in the ground. You see what I'm saying?
You see a worm coming out of it.
Yeah, it's rotting away. That's what the Lord's saying, man. You see what I'm saying? Because remember, these are plants we're talking about. The place that you see sold gonna become unsold, rooted. You see what I'm saying? He gonna root them up out of the earth.
Worm food.
But before he do it, the plant was already dying. If you pull up a dying plant out of the soil which it's in, you're just gonna see a bunch of bugs. You got it? Whatever bug it may be, you know? To be technical, you know?
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
How?
How art thou cut down to the ground?
You see what I'm saying? How much and how did this happen? You see what I'm saying? Because the Lord, you was proud first. Pride goes before destruction. You see what I'm saying? You got infected with your countenance. You see what I'm saying? Which lifted you up. You got infected. And when you get infected with winning and succeeding, it brings forth what? A proud mentality, a haughty spirit. And what are those things pretty much, what are they the gateway to? Destruction and a fall. See that? And if a plant is dying, right, it's gonna show it. You see what I'm saying? In what way? It's gonna start falling. It's known as willowing. You see what I'm saying?
That strength is, slowly fading away.
Because the roots, which is in the root. Exactly. Because the plant ain't really dead if you don't hit the root. You gotta hit the root.
Exactly.
You got it. Lord gonna hit you where it hurt, man.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 13.
Man, that's beautiful right now. Go ahead.
For thou hast said in thine heart,
Come on.
I will ascend into heaven.
You see, that's why he's finna get you. He said, I'm gonna ascend to heaven. The Lord, the so-called white man has the proudest imagination, the proudest thoughts. He tries shit you shouldn't even attempt. You see what I'm saying? Because he's so proud. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
You see what I'm saying? Can't even nobody live out of space. This nigga talking about he gonna live out of space though. You see what I'm saying? Whoever told you can live out of space?
Right.
We were told we can live out of space. You see what I'm saying? But you wasn't. That's why he said, though thou exalt thyself, I ain't never exalt you. I ain't never lift your mind up that high. Where did this come from? You see what I'm saying?
Place his nest in the stars.
Yeah. How the hell, what you exalted yourself? I didn't, you know what I'm saying?
You said this about yourself.
I didn't tell you to think this high. You see what I'm saying?
You painted this picture by yourself.
I told my people to think this high. But you got it.
Come. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
See, that nigga said, I'm God, as he said, man. You see what I'm saying? So he said that proudness have deceived thee, man. You see what I'm saying? But that's due to the Lord. The Lord set you up for that. You see what I'm saying? The deceived and the deceiver are his, man. Tell you that in Job 12 chapter. That's it. You can go ahead and let's go ahead and close that out with this pride thing. Jeremiah 51. Where you left off at? 31. Yep. We're gonna get that, bro.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord. Yahweh, the power of hosts.
Cold? Cool. Okay. Go ahead.
For thy day is come, and time that I will visit thee. And the most proud shall stumble and fall.
And the what?
And the most proud shall stumble and fall.
So that's why you only hear about one land ultimately being destroyed, because that's the most proud. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You need a little pride in the earth. You see what I'm saying? It's a balance. Pride ain't gonna disappear forever. You see what I'm saying? The most proud will. The earth is out of course. You see what I'm saying? There's too much pride here, man, to where it's, God don't exist no more. You see what I'm saying? If the proud don't exist, there's no need for the law. You see what I'm saying? So when our kingdom come and we enslave these nations gonna be still proud. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna be proud in the way they are now, but they still gonna have a little pride on them. A nigga might still commit adultery because he like, man, she feeling me though. You know what I'm saying? That's some proud shit, man. Thus we get to bring forth the judgment. You see what I'm saying? It only makes sense. It only makes sense. So it ain't gonna disappear. Esau gonna disappear. Cause this nigga has broke the Richter scale for proudness, man. This nigga said he gonna be like the Most High. You know what I'm saying? A nigga with no melanin. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even built to be like the Most High.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Nothing about you.
We are. You know what I'm saying?
That's BS.
We're built to be like the Most High, man.
That's
100%.
Psalms 82 and 6.
Not 100%, because we gonna get new bodies. You said what?
Psalms 82 and 6.
Yeah,
that's talking about us,
right.
not you.
It ain't, exactly. You got it.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 32.
Right.
And the most proud shall stumble and fall.
Yep.
And none shall raise him up.
Lord gonna hit that root. You got it.
And I will kindle a fire in his cities.
See, the Lord shall what? The Lord shall be what? And none shall raise him up. Go ahead.
And none shall raise him up.
Yep.
And I will kindle a fire in his cities.
He ain't finna bounce back like after this. And then when they come up to us, asking for hope. Well, what about us? I'm not finna raise you up. You see? Because it's written. Ain't no hope for you, bro. You're going into slavery.
The other week, that Edomite, he tripped off the thing. No, bust his face on the ground. You know that?
Oh, yeah, the old dude.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, I didn't see it. I seen the audio effect.
That's right.
But you got it.
Come. I will kindle a fire in his cities,
That's
and
the
it
spirit,
shall
that's right.
devour all around about him.
Yep.
Thus saith the Lord
that's
Yahweh.
That's that nuclear fire. Come on.
The children of Israel.
And then, look, it started in the spirit first. He said he gonna do what? Ooh, read that again. Yeah.
I will kindle a fire in his cities.
That's us.
Uh-huh.
You see what I'm saying? Everywhere. Brothers in every city. Go ahead.
And it shall devour all around about him.
With the word. This word is a consuming fire, man. You see what I'm saying? It's consuming this place. That's why he like, man, they playing with the internet because us. You know what I'm saying?
That's why every time they pass this sign, it's in them.
Yeah, and they see that fire. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts.
Yep.
The children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
Yeah, see, we still in slavery, man.
It's like Pharaoh.
Yep.
Keep it coming.
Yep.
Their Redeemer is strong.
Yeah, their Redeemer is strong. Our Redeemer is strong, man. Come on.
The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name.
Yep.
He shall thoroughly plead.
Meaning, do you know what the Lord stands for ultimately? You know what I'm saying? You know what he did? You see what I'm saying? Do you know what the Lord did? That's why he said the Lord of hosts is his name. His name. You know what that name, you know it's tied to the name Yahweh? You know what I'm saying? I used to hear that word, that name back then, and that ain't nothing you play with, man. You know what I'm saying? These niggas gonna learn. Fucking Nate talking about some Yahweh shit. He said, I hate it. Or whatever he said. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't what he exactly said, so it's a lot. You got it.
God. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
He's gonna give rest to us, and he's gonna have these people upset and mad. You see what I'm saying? Because in that wine is the instructions for us to get out and get comfort, and in that's what that's gonna bring forth for us. You see what I'm saying? Because he's making us drink that too. And in that, it's gonna bring forth for the 2/3, because you know, see, it's spiritual. Everybody's body react different to everything. You see what I'm saying? The way something hit you probably don't hit me the same way. So in the spirit, if the Lord gonna pour that wine out to all nations, including our nations, if I'm 1/3, you 2/3, right? The wine gonna hit you different, because it's gonna mar your pride. It's gonna bring down your sense of hope, your sense of pride, and let you know you're gonna be destroyed, and you're gonna be stuck on that. That's gonna hit you when you drink it. When I drink it, it's gonna give me the instructions on how to get the hell out of here and be comforted. I'm like, man, I love drinking this. You know what I'm saying? It's
like that fire. We already on fire, so we just go become part of the fire. You know what I'm saying?
And then it do hit you too, as a, you know, hopeful elect. Like, damn, I can't drink this much of this. Like this crazy. Lord really finna destroy mugs, man. You know what I'm saying? You got it, brother.
God. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 35. Yeah. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord Yahweh, and upon.
And then he's disquieting the rest of the inhabitants of the land. You see what I'm saying? So after comforting us, you see what I'm saying, with this word, he's disquieting them with this word. See that? They upset. Come on. This is gonna cause a outrage eventually. Come on.
And upon the inhabitants of Babylon.
Because Esau gonna eventually let these people hear the stuff that he wants them to hear that we say in a certain way. And it's gonna cause an uproar. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, deliver them up. You gonna have it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on.
And upon her wise men.
Yep.
A sword is upon the liars.
See?
And they shall dote.
So as I was starting off saying, you know, well, people talk about so-called Edomites. You talking about I didn't do it? He said he gonna what? A sword is upon who?
And a sword is upon her princes and upon her wise men. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote.
Yeah, so it's upon the liars. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing to do with it, but you eating of it. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Revelation 18:4. Watch this. Come on.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her.
You see, come out of her, separate, meaning separate. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
My people.
Why? Because you're going to be accessory. Watch this.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
See what I'm saying? Come on.
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
Because if you don't separate from this place and you get caught in the car with all the guns that your man's got, you're going to be accessory to the murder. All those guns got bodies on them. And you was in the car, which they found the guy that they suspected to be the murderer with the guns that got bodies on them, and you in the car. You knew about that, but you still got in the car. But you come, so that's like them coming up here talking about some, well, I'm a so-called white person, and you fucking you the daughter of Evelyn Rothschild or something, and you talking about, well, I didn't do it. You see what I'm saying? Well, you ain't separate. You see what I'm saying? Because when you go into Rahab, because I always forget who the hell brothers even people be talking about when they say Rahab. They talking about the damn, the harlot that hid the damn. I always mention that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they think they can mention that, but that's what Rahab did. She was a heathen and she separated. You see what I'm saying? And was able to make a deal with her. She wasn't blessed because she was a heathen. That's what they be trying to say.
We trying to go up with that.
Nah, she was blessed because she made a deal. And the Lord said, she
actually went through with it too.
We made a deal with her in the name of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? And the Lord tell us in Psalm 68, let me get that real quick. Psalm 68:12. Come on.
Psalm chapter 68 and verse 12.
Come on.
Kings of armies did flee.
Drop to 11.
Psalm 68 and verse 11. The Lord gave the word.
Let me see that. Oh, you at 68. Jump to 63. 63 and 11. Let me see that when you get there. Let me see.
Right, second to last one. see it. You get in the book, so you see it.
Yeah, let's go back to 18 to 4 real quick. It's all good.
You want me to look it up real quick?
Brother, let's go back to 18 to 4.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4.
Come.
And I heard another voice from heaven, saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven,
Yep.
and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities.
Come. Wrong scripture. It was 61 and 8. But it pretty much just say, So will I sing praise unto thy name forever, that I might daily perform my vows. And then, go ahead and get that. Ecclesiastes 3. Ecclesiastes 3, I believe.
14 and 15.
No, it ain't 14 or 15. No. Ecclesiastes 3 and so like, I believe it's 8. Ecclesiastes 8. And let's see.
Bro, do you plug that charger up to that phone? What are you looking for?
Go back. Matter of fact, you ain't gotta go back. Ecclesiastes 5. Salakia 5 and 4. Yep. Start at 4.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 4.
Come on.
When thou vowest a vow unto the Most High, defer not to pay it.
So Rahab wasn't saved because of that, man. She was saved because a vow was made by her, by the men of the Lord in his name. So they had to keep it, and the Lord had to come through with that. So it's just that simple. You go ahead and finish that verse, and then we can jump back to it.
For he hath no pleasure in fools.
You know what I'm saying? So he like, y'all gotta keep y'all word. So y'all say y'all gonna protect it, you know what I'm saying? In the name of the Lord, because y'all the men of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta do so. So that's what happened, man. So Rahab, she separated. I bring her up because she's separated from the rest of the heathen. She wasn't partaking in, you know what I'm saying, their sins. She wasn't eating of the pot. Here it is, you an Edomite in my face, talking about something. Well, I didn't do it, but you rich as hell. You work for your dad owned a company that don't hire none of our people, that actually won't, like intentionally don't hire none of our people. But you say you didn't do it because you ain't got nobody at home shackled up. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here, man. You accessory to the murder. So the Lord pushes that. That's why he tell us to separate. Because if you don't, you're going to be a partaker of her sins and you're going to reap her plagues. You see what I'm saying? So when that man get charged, because you in the car with him, you going to get charged. You know what I'm saying? So it's that simple, man. You got it, brother. You can drop all those. We don't need those no more. We don't need, where you at?
Revelation.
We don't need that. No more. We don't need that no more. You got it.
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 37.
Yep.
A sword is upon their horses
Yep.
and upon their chariots.
You see, it's upon everybody, man. If you consider them, if you consider theirs, you see what I'm saying? Because you dealing with them, so that you will be considered theirs. You getting the smoke, man. Go ahead. You an enemy. You accessory. Go ahead.
And upon all the mingled people.
You see, and upon the who?
All the mingled people.
You see, you in the midst of this, man.
That are in the midst of her.
Woo, that's it. That's scripture I was looking for. That's 30 what?
37.
37. Okay, come on. Let me see. Is there more on that? Yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and you can drop that. Job 27. We close out after this. Kind. So these people, man, you, your babies, all of you. It don't matter if you had your family had a shackled slave or not. You did the history. If you're an Edomite, you're accessory to the murder. Why? Because you benefit off being an Edomite. You can benefit. You see what I'm saying? If you ain't coming out outright separating, confessing with the children, it like not, I don't like them. No, come out and confess this.
Exactly.
Don't just not deal with them. Yeah, because you got trailer trash.
Arguing against us.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
we don't care about you because you trailer trash. Are you confessing this? Yeah. You ain't really being an Edomite because you trailer trash, but you ain't confessing this.
Right. They outcast you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You outcast your damn self. But just to be in the middle, basically, and to be nothing.
Right.
The Lord he spews that out. We don't deal with that. It's all of it or none. You know what I'm saying? Well, I just got a little bit, and you a devil. Go ahead. Case why you don't trust your enemy, man. You go ahead.
Start from the top.
22 and jump to 16. If his children, whatever verse that is, if his children.
Job chapter 27 verse 14.
Yep.
If his children
Yep.
be multiplied.
No, jump to this is the heritage.
Portion of the wicked.
Yeah, this is the portion of the wicked.
Right.
Salaki.
Job chapter 27 verse 13. For this, this is the portion of a wicked man.
So this is the portion of a wicked man. So this is what you got coming to you. Come on.
With the Most High.
Yep, with the Most High. See?
And the heritage.
There it is, and the heritage. Come on.
Of oppressors.
So it's the heritage of the oppressors. You see what I'm saying? Those that get oppressors, slay them, and hold themselves not guilty. You see what I'm saying? You got it, brother. Let me get that.
Which they shall receive of the Almighty.
I got 3 and
If his children be multiplied,
I got 3. No,
it is for the sword. And his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
One more time on that, brother. Start at 13.
Con.
Got something to link up with that.
Job chapter 27 and verse 13. This is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High, and the heritage of the oppressors.
You see, what's the heritage of the oppressors? We got a scripture on that real quick. So these people that come up, that's actually oppressing us by talking about, well, yeah, man. Well, you ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah, it might be Michael. Sorry, Michael. Yeah. Bloody City. Yep. Hacker, might be Hacker. Oh, you know what? I think it's Nahum. Yeah. Nahum. Read it again. Yep, you got it, bro.
Job chapter 27 and verse 13. This is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty.
It should be in there somewhere.
Allah Shadia.
You see? So keep going, brother. We get it.
If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword.
You see, if his children be multiplied, it is for the sword. You see what I'm saying? So here it is. These people slay us and hold themselves not guilty, as the scripture says. Who's oppressing slavery. Oppressing slavery. You see what I'm saying? And they walk around and benefit all day long off so-called white supremacy. You see what I'm saying? And they actually ain't been recompensed for nothing. But the Lord is telling you right here about what's allotted to them, what's getting ready to come to them. So it all happens in the spirit first. It has to be told to them first. You see what I'm saying? It has to be said first, and then we have to continue it, and then the Lord brings it to pass. He makes that plant sprout up. You see what I'm saying?
Keep going.
No, oppressive slavery. You'll find it. Nope, that's it. Sloppy. Possessive slavery. I always get that shit mixed up. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that ain't really it. But you can bring it out. You got it. Since we was looking for it.
This is Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Jump to 4.
Con, Zechariah chapter 11, verse 4. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter.
So we feeding you what? We feeding you this word. Come on.
Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
You see, they ain't giving us no justice. Look, Jake just want answers. But we got them and Jake don't want to hear them. Because they ain't coming from, you see what I'm saying, the damn nigga that did this to us. and they head, you see what I'm saying? We like, nah, it's deeper than that. Come on, the Lord did this. He's controlling that nigga. He ain't gonna tell you. He got one job. He's programmed to do exactly what he's doing. Come on.
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord Yahweh.
So if you're a possessor of somebody is their oppressor. You see what I'm saying? It ain't hard to see. The scriptures on it, but this shit right here. Come on.
For I am rich.
You see? See, he said what? They hold themselves not guilty and say what?
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
You see what I'm saying? Like the Lord looking out for them and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I got all this money.
Yeah.
And their own shepherds pity them not.
You see what I'm saying? Yep. All right. You go ahead and go back, brother.
This is Job chapter 27 and verse 13.
Because that's going into the sellout jakes that's hand in hand with them. That's mingled in the midst as well. The shepherds.
Yeah.
You got it?
This is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High.
You see what I'm saying? So the Lord got something for his ass, man. Come on.
And the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty.
That's it. It's getting packed too. Go ahead.
If his children be multiplied.
So these little ugly families you got, you see what I'm saying? These are dogs, man. Remember?
Kind.
Deliver me from the power of the dog.
Kind.
Oh my darling. You see what I'm saying?
Kind.
From the sword, from the power of the dog. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, he probably ain't got a damn sword. But guess what? Him existing is being used to hurt us. Till the Edomites is in shackled slavery on their way out of existence. That's what it is, man. Come on. Till they slaves in the kingdom. Because they can't hurt us no more in the kingdom. Go ahead.
If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword. For his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Those that remain of him.
You see, so that's why he said if his children be multiplied, it's for the sword. That's the root. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the root of him. That's why when you go back to Exodus, the first chapter, they were saying kill the sons. Because that's how you cut off the nation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So we gonna throw it for them. If your children be multiplied, it's for the sword, man. It's only to ultimately get rid of y'all.
Serve us.
Yeah. See?
Right.
You can't make this up, man. That motherfucker going into slavery, man.
He getting ready. He getting prepped.
Yeah. If you don't want this, something wrong with you, man.
They're going to teach their sons to serve us the best way.
Just like
We go teach
That's like what you had said to that one Edomite wearing the blue that came up. You talking about, I don't like that. I don't like how that sounds. That's it.
It's not fruitful.
Yeah,
It's not your works. It's not what you want to bring
you said if you don't take heed to this word, you're gonna perish. You're gonna surely perish. If you take heed to this word, you might be saved to be a slave.
You got it.
Job chapter 27, verse 14.
We don't need no damn. I won't Edomites as slaves. We don't need you as no damn slaves. We gonna have slaves regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually they're gonna perish throughout that. That shit gonna be rigorous. They're gonna be getting. That's how they gonna think about it. The Lord's gonna exterminate all of them of the house of Esau, but they gotta go into slavery. So it's obviously gonna be due to that slavery. They got gods. They're enslaved to gods. Like we damn near perished off this slavery.
You had Jake's,
Off this little weak ass shit.
Yeah, Jake's falling out because of the sun.
We gonna be, you might kick a heathen back in. You know what I mean? Niggas gonna be getting their backs kicked in and dying, going back to the spirit world. You know how hard that kick is?
That's supposed.
See what that power is.
You're gonna be too much on them, man. We're gonna be souped up. Testosterone gonna be too high.
Ain't gonna be a press kick. It's gonna be the real deal. You know what I'm saying?
Cause look, a lot of these slave masters had high testosterone too. The Lord said, double unto them, double. So our testosterone gonna be off the chain to bring forth that.
You gotta think like that testosterone will be up because we're gonna be up actually. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have those things to allow us to have our esteem higher. You know?
Yeah. You know, and then the Lord gonna change our bodies. Ultimately, that's what it's going into. And we finna close out. We gonna go ahead. You know, answer it. But anyway, pretty much, man. That's what's gonna happen, bro. You know, you've been out here for a minute. That's what's gonna happen, man. The Lord gonna double unto them double. You gonna watch the movies, he's whipping their back ruthlessly. just so much anger and just intensity. That's testosterone. You see what I'm saying? You exercising on the women. Imagine what we gonna be doing. You know what I'm saying? You so pumped up, you kick the nigga way over there by the tree. You know what I'm saying? Like you kick him to that white house right there, whatever that is, that building. You can do that. You
take him up, bring him up, and drop him. Just
you know how lit it got for you to kick a kick return off the kicker.
Exactly.
They be
that
pumped.
moment, you know how that job is. You.
Yeah. Yeah, come on. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be, man. What's Hulk's #1
Smash.
thing he's built off?
Testosterone.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's all he is, man. He can't control himself. So you might kick a nigga too hard. You're like, motherfucker, didn't I tell you? Boo! Motherfucker, hear the kick. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
You want to show the camera?
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool, man. Yeah, I mean, you can. It don't matter, man. We finna get about it. You got it. And cause look, it ain't about all this, man. We do the work, we come out, we get the hell out of here, man. It's on your ass if you believe it or not. See what I'm saying?
Tell what you got.
Nobody ain't finna be sitting up here doing more than what the Lord said do. You see what I'm saying? You got it. Fine. It's gonna be over righteous. We did the work, we're doing the work, and it's gonna continue. We watering.
Job chapter 27, verse 15.
Yep.
Those that remain of him shall be buried in death.
You see what I'm saying? So when they get their ass kicked, your children gonna be left. Go ahead. And they going into slavery, and we gonna root them out. Come on.
Con.
We're gonna kill your root. Come on.
And his widows shall not weep.
And he said they're gonna be buried in death. That's those worms that it was talking about in Jeremiah. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna be buried. The root of him, his children. You see what I'm saying? Because we ain't gonna leave the bodies in the kingdom all out. When the heathens dying, we're gonna bury them. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna properly bury them. Go ahead.
Though he
Edomites gonna be buried. Go ahead.
Though he heap up silver as the dust,
Yep.
and prepare raiment as the clay,
Yep.
he may prepare it.
Yeah. And that's
But-
it after this. That's it after this. Go
Con.
ahead.
He may prepare it, but the just shall put it on.
Just gonna put it on, man. It's just that simple, man. That's
And
it. You got it.
And the innocent shall divide the silver.
That's the meek shall inherit the earth. You see what I'm saying? Because where does silver come from? The earth. So that's it. Can't make it up. So we're gonna take all that back, man. We're gonna double under them double. So we're gonna go ahead and close out. All the praise and glory be to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Wahakudashuka.
Shalom.